What is
Why you gotta play that? That's the Winter Soldier soundtrack.
it? Is.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! It's about to go down!
Oh no!
It's about to go down!
He's up top, right here, on me.
Got him!
Okay, my shots were not hitting those.
Woo, baby! That's 2 bayonet kills that fight. You're back now. Right back here. Yep, see him. Dead. Good shot.
Good.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Hello, guys. Hello, hello! Brendan, I just got raided. I have 1,000 people watching me right now.
1,000?
Yeah, 1,200 viewers.
Oh my god.
Okay, just these 2 people inside.
That is quite significant.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Oh,
out
there he
there.
is.
Front door.
Where the... Oh no.
Oh, front door.
Oh, better!
Oh, there's one more.
Oh, there's another one! No, I'm worse. There goes. Cool 6k damage there.
Oh,
There we go.
Oh. Fall down, you dumb bitch. Eat, dragons, eat!
Eat.
Woo! Let's go!
Come here, motherfucker. Boom!
Dropped him!
Holy shit!
Someone want to come finish this?
Oh shit!
One more
Veronica
trip?
coming in!
What? What?
What? What?
No, nuh-uh.
Yes,
Nuh-uh.
dead ass, dead ass, dead ass.
Nuh-uh.
16 total, so yeah, times 3.
I mean, describe your kill. Like, you literally one-hit him.
I just straight up fucking chop his head off.
That's insane. Twitch.tv/Austinor, 24 hours, bro. I'm so fucking tired. Will you just kill me?
We just
We're in.
finished the one where in Witcher where I went right up and cut the dude's head off.
Fucking beheaded.
That was a
That's where it
good
ends, yeah.
Oh, the red.
Alright, I think we're
Yeah, we
live. I was just
Yes,
checking
sir.
that the caption. You have to change the audio source on the caption, so I'm still kind of playing with that. So I have to change it from like being the mic now to the intro video, like it's not one overarching setting, not per source, which is interesting. But
I'm trying to see how much delay there is. I'm just changing my hand signals every time I see them change.
need to pause. Whoa, these guys again. Six Semper Tyrannosaurus. Yes, it's us. Brendan, I don't keep notes for this game because I thought it would go much shorter, so you're gonna have to give a recap.
All right.
Who the heck is Six Semper Tyrannosaurus?
You know,
My
I feel like we should know.
Third favorite person.
#1 fan.
Top 6
Who
for
are
sure.
you?
Who are you?
2 false.
How dare you watch us? I don't know.
It's okay.
But they have been watching us consistently like the last few weeks.
We don't have to know everybody. That is Six Semper Tyrannosaurus. I call them Six Semp T.
Well,
Rex.
if you know who we are
Well,
and you've
awesome,
actually
you can't say
told
that.
us who you are before, now you can hold it over our heads that we didn't remember you.
Ah, nice. Blackmail just right there at the gate.
Should I clip that? I feel like we have a lot of sus things that Brendan said that we could go back and clip and like put together like a
Well,
montage.
I don't think
Yeah,
I've
we
ever
got
said
like a
anything
collective.
Yeah.
No.
That should be my new intro. Is just sketchy shit that Brendan said on stream.
That'd be a wonderful intro.
I would watch it, you know?
At least once.
I don't remember saying any of that shit. Okay.
Dude,
All right, Brendan.
viewers
What's our banter topic to start off?
Okay.
To really
Hey,
get in the
who
mood.
here could fight a weasel?
A
That's
weasel? All of us.
Yeah, a fucking
I don't know,
weasel.
man.
Just fall on
You're
it.
like
This isn't an
cornered with it.
eagle.
Those are
Think
scary.
about it.
Yeah.
No. We have to stop, otherwise I'm gonna get really into it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, what about a
Um,
badger?
Badger's gonna fuck you up, but I still think that you win.
Like a honey badger? Because honey badger don't care.
Badger
That is
has a-
true. I have heard that before.
You've heard that before. Oh, don't tread on these.
I guess the question
Badgers.
is, do I think that Kirby could fight a weasel, huh?
Ooh,
Mm.
that's tough.
Mm.
because all the other characters are definitely fighting weasels easy.
Yeah. But
Kirby
I don't
is
know.
magic. Let's not
Do you
forget
want me to
that.
look up the stat block for a weasel?
So Kirby could literally just like stand up on a ledge and blast it with magic, and it's not like the weasel is going to be able to climb very well, you know?
Okay, but let's imagine it was a climbing weasel.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're dead. We're all actually dead
The
on
gear
that
and shit.
Yeah.
one. Yeah, he's got a pickaxe and like climbing gear, and he's got the chalk that he
It's
puts
one
on his little
resourceful
paws, so
weasel.
he's got like really good grip, you know?
Grew up in a good family.
Yeah.
Mhm. It's his pastime, his hobby.
The weasel has the ability to constrict. That's kind of crazy.
Really?
I don't know how, but it does.
That makes sense.
Maybe
It's
it's
got
in this. Is
jaws.
it a bigger game? Is it a bigger weasel in this universe?
It's-
'Cause they're
it's
kinda
a
like-
small- it's a tiny creature. It's the
Okay.
same size in game
Tiny,
terms as
yeah.
a house cat.
Not far off.
Yeah, that makes sense. That follows.
But it has a jaws attack, which is +7 damage is 1d4 +2.
Wow.
But then it also has the grab ability, which means it can grab onto you and start grappling you. With
What's the
with
check for a
random
grab,
attack.
Brendan? Is that still like AC plus something? Do you know? Or,
I know him previously. There was a specific stat in 1E.
Let me go to actions and see if I can find a grab action. Nope, I see grab and edge. That's it.
Edging, huh?
Oh wait, maybe if I do activity
It's
and down
kinky.
similar.
I thought
No,
this
grab is like a monster ability. Apparently, it automatically works now, so you're automatically grabbed until the end
What?
of the monster's next turn.
Only monsters grab people. Come on, Austin. You took that whole class. Did I teach you nothing?
What class did I take on grabbing monsters?
It's
That one.
some court ordered something or another. You're in an alley. I don't remember the specifics. I don't. We don't have to go about
Oh
it.
yeah,
I know
yeah,
it was
yeah,
a long
yeah.
time ago.
Yeah. I got my signatures for that too. Not unlike Kirby.
See,
we
the
don't
system
know.
works.
Kirby hasn't gotten his signatures yet.
Kirby's gotten a lot of signatures. I'm not gonna lie.
We're gonna try. We're gonna try and
Kirby's
get
doing
Kirby
pretty
his
damn well.
signatures.
Although it might be hard to get a signature from a swarm of dead bats or an ooze, but you might be able to just like take some of their blood and or ooze and rub it on the paper.
We're gonna say, does the
True.
ooze have
Mm.
blood?
No, not the traditional sense.
Ooze
has
just has
ooze.
ooze, which is
Okay.
not too
Put
dissimilar.
a
from
drop
blood.
of ooze on there, and the captain's like, "You got some junk on here over one of the signature spots. That doesn't count."
Ugh, I joined the activity, but no music is playing yet. What is this?
I haven't even got a chance to start it.
Good
yet.
lord.
Wow.
What kind of system are we running here?
Oh,
I thought you said you did prep work.
loser.
He all said that differently, but it was all correct. Okay,
Alright, jumping into the map.
so last time you guys got together, you had some investigation to do. You had to actually, I think you were in the middle. I don't remember how the last session started. Were you guys fighting the kobolds? Is that the very first thing you did?
We
Yes.
triple killed
Okay.
him. Wham bam
So
bam.
You
Wow,
jumped
that's
some
the
giant
starter.
shark kobolds and just absolutely destroyed them. Just no chance. These killed these kobolds one after another. There wasn't anything they could do, and so you guys got a little bit more information from that. You found a book that one of the kobolds had picked up, thinking it was a spell book, but it was actually a waterlogged journal that had one entry that seemed to be kind of related to all the stuff that's going on. And the kobolds pointed you in the direction of a woman. Basically, you guys had to go down to the Puddles district and talk to some muckruckers, some of the
Which
local
still
guards.
sounds racist. I'm not gonna lie. Don't like it.
They're
Don't like
just
it.
muckruckers.
Yeah, I know, but it just sounds
I
bad.
think that's because Austin just feels like he's always racist.
Mm.
regardless.
Yeah, it's just a little.
I didn't think so, but I mean, if nobody else thinks it sounds racist, maybe.
It sounds a little bit racist.
Thanks, Kirby.
But you guys go talk to some muckruckers, and they point you in the direction of a woman who had information about one of the people who had gone missing. And this woman, I think her name was Dahlia, something like that.
Close enough.
How ghoul?
Yeah,
Ra's al Ghul? Ra's al
but
Ghul. I don't know.
Raish. Rachel.
But
was her daughter not Talia?
It's
Talia.
His daughter is
No,
Talia.
no. This person's daughter was
Oh,
also
this
Talia.
person's.
We're making a joke.
But,
Nicholas said, "Don't listen to the frog man." By the way.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
He's picking a side, and I don't know if that's a popular side.
What, Nicholas?
Nicholas said you smell like dog shit.
That's rude.
I did. No, he didn't.
That's what
I
he
can
said.
see the chat.
Nope, that's what he said.
I think this is Austin being
He DM'd
an
me.
asshole.
He
He said
DM'd
he's
me.
gonna stick in.
That's crazy.
Uh,
Nicholas, calm down.
So you guys got some information from this woman about her friend who's been missing. Said he'd been staying in an abandoned mansion, kind of out of the way, and kind of like squatting in this like ruined house, and it had termite damage and flood damage, and for all these reasons, she was like, "It's not safe. It's not safe. It's not safe." But he said that he'd been in contact with somebody, and he, he's fine. He's been talking to a friend, and this person was making sure they're okay. So you're like, okay, well, let's go check this place out and see what it's all about. You got there, the whole first floor of it's like flooded and gross and like covered in mud. The stairs are covered in termite damage, so much so that you guys have to like build a better staircase to get up to the 2nd floor. You guys climb up onto the 2nd floor, and what do you see when you look through some of those rooms? You immediately run into a sewer ooze that's taken up residence in the room, and their fight with the sewer ooze draws out a swarm of bats that also attack. So you guys are fighting an ooze and some bats. All of this chaos breaks out.
And you got to think that the sewers backing up all the way to the 2nd floor, that's bad.
It's
This
not
house
great.
is really condemned.
It's not great, yeah. So you look around a little bit, you find evidence that, like, this guy was definitely living here. You find some of his clothes, you find some of his things underneath the bed. And then you go in the other room that's got a staircase up the attic, and there are signs of a fight. There's like blood streaked across the floor and dripping down the staircase. There's like weapons laying on the ground. There's like stuff is turned over, evidence of a scuffle, clearly. And so, yeah, okay, well, let's do some investigation. You guys look through all the clues. Kind
The
of
blood
start
was
piecing
a
stuff
little bit
together.
older, wouldn't it?
Yeah, start piecing stuff together. It didn't happen immediately. Like it's probably a day or two old. There's evidence that whoever got hit by this club, a shard of bone broke off in it, and it's an undead person or persons. And so it's had some like some decaying like hair stuck to it too.
Gross.
And you guys, yeah, I mean, like you guys are finding, and there's a holy symbol that had been tossed aside, looked like it was broken in the scuffle. It was a holy symbol of a particular goddess.
Yeah, the
one
good
that you
goddess,
guys,
the one that helps the freed peoples.
right.
Yeah.
Her symbol is a rose.
Like Rose Street Killer.
Every
So you guys
has its own.
were.
Did the
trying-
holy symbol
you know,
affect me at all, being as I'm half vampire?
No.
Huh.
Yeah,
Milani.
there's only Christian
Milani is the
symbols.
woman's.
I thought you said
Milani
Milwaukee
is the
for a
goddess
second.
name.
The
Yeah,
goddess Milwaukee.
Goddess Milwaukee from Potawatomi. So, you guys followed up the stairs and found a body, and it happens to be the body of this guy that you were looking for.
All right.
And we made sure he's super dead.
I was incorrect with my criminal minds theory that this would be the person that we would find alive.
I
this
think
was
we were
a-
just too late.
This was a 2-part episode where one more person dies more than you think should die.
Yeah. It was his name was Justirian. You're looking for Justirian, and he's dead
Just
in the room.
Tyrion? Like, it's just Tyrion.
Mysterion.
That's
It's-
Justirian.
Okay.
But,
Praise be to Wisconsin.
And there was a lot
Amen.
of interesting symbology there too. There was some bunch of insects that were kind of hovering over him. Obviously, corpse flies were there, but there were also death's head moths, which you guys determined are native to the Isle of Kortos, but they're also related in some part to Urgathoa, who's the goddess of gluttony, disease, and undeath. So some interesting stuff going on there. The wounds on his body look like they came from claws. Also, like it doesn't
That's
look
right.
like he was killed with weapons. So there's a lot of information for you guys to unpack there. And in the process of doing so, getting taking a little break, a little rest from the combat that you had before, you heard footsteps tromping up the stairs below you.
And that was where we ended.
That's where we ended. That's where we left off. So we are right back there, 1 week later, and hopefully 1 week smarter for most of us. Austin's face. See, that's what I was going for. All right. All right. So basically, yeah.
My
you're just
intelligence
tromping
score
up
is
the stairs.
exactly the same.
So you hear the sounds of like heavy booted footsteps coming up the stairs, and then you hear, and like the stairs like seem to splinter.
Did it
and somebody
sound like
falls through
the sound
stairs.
that we heard got cut out by Crisp in real life too?
Yes.
Okay, weird.
Here, I'll do it.
Awesome. Use your imagination.
There seems to be some sort of sound dampening magic going on here.
I would like to, use my Arcana check to figure out if that's true.
Okay.
As soon as I hear the crash, or from that, I will take out my great axe and face the stairs.
I would argue that I still have, like, this whole time we've been kind of, ever since the end of that fight, I haven't put my sword away either.
I mean, my axe was out, but it was more kind of just hanging.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just I wasn't actively getting ready to wield it. So
You said they came crashing through a door
standing
before.
in the ready.
Damn it!
The
I'm
floor.
interrupting everyone tonight. Sorry. When I interrupted you, Brendan, you were saying that they crashed through the door, right?
Floor.
The floor. Okay.
Like they were running up the stairs, and then the stairs gave way underneath them.
Running up the
Oh,
stairs
okay.
that we just came up, like these
Yep.
stairs.
Oh no, the
And
stairs like downstairs,
Oh, okay.
like the stairs that had termite damage.
Oh, that we like acrobated our way up.
Well, and I kind of fixed one
Yeah,
side of
yeah,
them,
yeah.
but only one
So what?
side.
We don't know what's below though, right? Like we don't think there's anything. There's like below just the outside.
Like no, they were coming up the stairs to the second floor, so they fell back down to the first floor, like back into the mud and the water and stuff.
Okay,
first
okay,
floor.
okay.
And then it's just like, are you not there? It's the Pathfinders. We had a message from Captain Arvin.
Oh Jesus Christ!
With the courier.
Captain Umbers.
It's like Courier from Skyrim. He will find you no matter what.
I'm gonna let's see. Oh wait, there's no insight. So what was it? It was just perception.
Yeah, can I do
right?
perception and make sure it sounds like the person that we talked to before? This isn't like someone
Yeah.
trying to trick us. I'll do that
Do
as
that.
well. Should we roll perception or deception to like check for deception?
Could it be either one?
I would say go and roll perception, but
Okay.
I will look it up.
I
Just-
got a
just my-
22 on perception.
Got a
I-
23.
God damn it! I also got a 23. I rolled a 17.
Hell yeah.
Damn, we are
Good squad up.
mad perceptive.
I
right
got
now.
a 7.
Most of us.
Plus, you're
I'll
doing
tell
great.
Kirby that it's okay. That
Kirby
it is
should-
in fact the guy from
Wish
earlier.
Is free to play on Xbox through Sunday. Oh, are you
He's
getting
just
ads?
worried that he doesn't have all of his signatures yet.
Yeah, I don't worry about perceiving things.
Yeah. No. So all of you guys, it sounds like a genuine request. It sounds like a genuine person
Okay.
calling out for help.
Wait, we're on our way down. Watch your step. Come down, like both his legs are snapped. He's bleeding out.
Alright, yeah, Karu will go down and assist the man. He'll tie a rope to a pole and then jump down with it, and just yell up, "Come on down!" And then I assist the gentleman.
Well, so as I was looking through my stuff yesterday, I realized that I have a feat that I probably could have used on these stairs. It is called Quick Repair. I take 1 minute to repair an item.
Hey,
Would
there
that
you are.
work towards repairing,
That's cool.
at
Because
least making them a little bit more stable?
your god is like a
for
repair
this guy.
god, so you're just
I
like,
think,
Jesus, help me.
I'm
I
beginning
think for
he's a repair god.
I think for our intents and purposes, I think you guys are probably done with these stairs now. But yeah, that will probably work for something like that in the future. You guys are headed back out, and these guys just came basically to deliver you a message. So you help him back up, and he thanks you, and he gives you yet another missive from Adventure Captain Ambrose Valcine.
We accept.
What does it say?
Okay, so he says, Pathfinders, thank you for your investigation so far. The information you provided us has led me to conclude that the Rose Street victims were all former slaves,
Oh,
somehow
wow.
connected to the Church of Milani.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've determined through my sources that when the victims were freed, each of them spent some time in a safe house, a tavern called the Sanguine Thorn.
Single place where all the victims used to be.
There's
Sanguine.
one connection that ties them all together. But this seems to be unlikely. But this seems to be an unlikely source, as multiple accounts report that the earthquake several years ago destroyed the tavern. We do have the address for where the tavern once stood in the Precipice Quarter. If it's somehow still standing, or there's remnants of it, anything that we could search, I am begging you to search for information that can help us to stop this murderer or find our missing Pathfinder, Nelfir Henzor, before it's too late. Sincerely, Captain Ambrose Valcine. P.S. Tell Kirby that this counts as the remainder of his community service.
Who's reading this
hell yeah.
message?
What?
Who's reading the message? Can I hide that
I
from
was.
Kirby?
Narrator.
Yeah.
No, I mean whoever.
Collective voice in all our heads.
He gave you a piece of paper, so it's up to you what you want to
Yeah,
do with it.
I don't tell Kirby. Kirby, it
Loser,
says.
what did the note
Well,
say?
Kirby, it says here that you actually have to get double the signatures that you originally thought because you've been doing such a poor job.
Adventure Captain. Why?
Oh, I'm just playing with you, mate. He said you're almost done. We just got to go save the day and whatnot.
Also, who's the spy that reported back on how many signatures he has? Or like how he's doing, and who are the eyes in the woods?
I think that's Luther. Luther
Boy,
seems
I
a
would
little
never do
shady.
something like that.
Oh,
I
you
don't
think
even
we
work
have
for
a
the
mole.
Pathfinders. I'm just here to get paid.
Don't believe
There's definitely suspicion in the air.
he lied.
100%.
There is that.
Palpable.
How are you guys after last session? You guys like down hit points and spells?
No, I feel good.
No, during giving the last rites, I was able to get my, what's it called, focus point. I was able to
Focus
get my
points back?
focus point back, so I'm good on that. I
Where is
think I
our?
was
Oh, here it
down.
is. Oh, yeah, I'm
Oh,
doing
I was
well.
down 1 HP, so I'm okay.
Full health, baby. Good to go.
I was ready to fuck that courier up.
Yeah. Some degree of danger there, but he turned out to be an okay guy.
Looks us
So what are you guys thinking?
Let's head there.
Gonna
Let's head to
Head
the
straight
Sanguine
there?
Barn. Yeah, let's go.
Thorn,
That's what I said.
Sanguine
Yeah,
Thorn.
it's on the map, Austin. God.
That's true. It's not bad.
I am still on the ruined manor. We'll go back to the lobby.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! It's
Yeah.
also marked.
It is. It's crazy. Crazy stuff happens in nowhere.
Guys, we look rad.
Up to
Yeah, we
courage.
should have
Safe
just
and
guessed.
home.
We should have looked at the map to start with and been like, I think I want to go to the Sanguine Thorn to start with. Just go check out whatever that is.
So, I mean, if any of you guys that are native to Absalom, I mean, the guys, so any of you guys that aren't from the city probably haven't heard of this thing that they were talking about. But if you're native to the city, you probably have heard of the earthquake that shook the city years ago. So the Precipice Quarter of Absalom, it used to be called Bildren's Bluff, but then in 4698 AR, a devastating earthquake sheared off the entire city block and toppled it into the sea. So the Precipice Quarter is an abandoned, dangerous section of the city where threats ranging from thieves to undead roam free.
Hey, undead gang.
Undead thief.
Gang gang.
Gang, gang. So you guys gather your things, your clues, anything you picked up so far, and head towards these directions into the precipice quarter.
Would it be
Uh,
beneficial for us to try to move kind of stealthily on our way to the Sanguine Thorn to avoid eyes? I imagine the Pathfinders in there would draw some sort of attention. And I got a +6 stealth, so I can help out with that sort of thing, you know? Really
Yeah,
lean into the whole
so
vampire part.
So basically, while we're exploring, we're in exploration mode. You guys have a number of things that you can do to kind of, you know, prepare for whatever comes next. Someone can be like Austin pointed out, avoiding notice. So you could try to make yourself hidden. You're moving a little bit slower than the rest of the group, but you do have the ability to use your stealth skill. So at the start of a combat, if one were to break out, you would roll a stealth check instead of your perception check to determine your initiative bonus, and to see if enemies notice you, because it's very potential you could be completely hidden to start the
Cool.
battle.
Stealth is the same as
Um,
perception, so that sounds dope.
You can also defend. Yeah, if you're moving at half speed, you can travel with your shield raised. So if the combat were to start, you would already have the benefits of raising your shield before your first turn. You could detect magic, so you don't. There's no chance that you're accidentally going to overlook a magical aura um, along the way. So you just have a higher chance of running across something like that. You can follow the expert if someone's really good at something. Again, like if you're like climbing through the mountains and somebody was really good at it, but you weren't good at it, you'd want to do that so that you could kind of piggyback off of their bonuses. You could hustle. You're just trying to go faster to get there sooner. That would make more sense if everybody was trying to get somewhere very quickly. You're all hustling.
Does one of us have to be at the back coaching the rest of them, or we can all do that in tandem?
Follow an expert?
No, hustle.
Oh yeah, hustle. Hustle it would make more sense if you're all doing it together, probably, unless someone's just trying to get there first, which you certainly could be.
Just a race.
Hmm.
What?
I mean,
Smell you
like-
later, losers.
Yeah.
He just fucking takes off.
You can investigate, which allows you to recall knowledge while you're traveling to see if you come up with something that's relevant to whatever you're trying to do. You can repeat a spell. So, like, if you got a cantrip or something that's useful, and you just want to keep casting it and say that you keep casting it, so whenever anything happens, you already have it precast on you. You can do that. You can scout ahead, or behind the group. Either way, at the start of the next encounter, everyone in your party gets a +1 bonus to their initiative rolls because you're scouting. You're looking for danger actively. And you can also search, so you can seek meticulously for. Who did we lose?
We lost
Justin.
Justin.
So you can
Really
also.
helps.
He said,
search for
or you
something.
can leave.
He says, or none of that. There's too many options. But you can search, which is basically like rolling repeated perception checks.
Can
to
you
try
do
and
two things
find
at
hidden
once
stuff across the way.
if you're super
Only
smart?
one of those things.
But what
I
if
think there's
you've
actually-
studied your whole life on being able to do two things at once instead of just one?
Welcome back.
There we go.
If it says that somewhere in your character sheet, we'll talk.
Okay. Does it count if it's in the notes?
You know what? I like the question though.
Okay.
That's
I'm
What do
just
you want to
asking.
do, Dylan? Let's just hear you
Uh,
out.
I just want to detect magic and be able to perceive at the same time.
Yeah,
Because
that's fair.
the way it's described, it's I get to use detect magic, but I can't also search.
Somebody else
That's
just
what I
needs to
really
search,
want
right?
to do.
If one of us does the thing, does it benefit the whole group though? I guess
Usually.
in some cases. I guess stealth wouldn't,
Yeah.
because that just matters like for combat stuff. But
Right.
okay. Well, I know what I'm gonna
Yeah.
do.
Okay.
Yeah. Another thing to think about is if you're actively searching, actively detecting magic, that's probably more useful if you think that there's going to be like secret passages or like
Yeah, for like dungeon
hidden
crawling.
treasure and stuff. Exactly. And so
Yeah,
this is like
yeah.
you're running through the city streets, like you're not necessarily going to like see something you wouldn't normally see if you're taking a lot of time and care to do those things. But
Okay, then I'll
Um,
just continuously be casting Mage Hand and pickpocketing everyone we pass,
Yeah,
and just collect a mighty coin that way.
That's under the
Okay.
etc. option, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think that was definitely
Fine.
something that I said.
Definitely just rolling thievery the whole time.
Yeah.
No, my
All right,
theory
I'm
is awful.
gonna make a stealth roll. That's what Luther's gonna be doing, trying to move shadow to shadow, and mostly just because the only thing he's trying to avoid is like drawing unwanted attention from a group of Pathfinder-looking people walking down the street. So
Well, to be fair, I don't think you have to make them until something happens. So if you do want to say that you're sneaking around, that's fine. That's what you're doing.
okay, I didn't know if it was like okay. So you would just let us know if like, oh, someone might see you. So go ahead and just roll your. Okay, cool.
So,
Nicholas thinks the best thing to do right now is to split up and look for clues.
that's true. I think you already got a bunch of clues, and you kind of are being told where to go next. So, well, so yes, Luther is sneaking. Is anybody else doing anything in particular while you guys are traveling from place to place?
Also like to sneak.
Also like to sneak. Get two sneaky boys.
I would like to scout.
Okay. Scout's a good option.
'Cause
What
I'm not
about
sneaky?
what
at
about Karu?
I would like to. I mean, if we just want to hustle, I'm good to hustle.
No one else said hustle.
Oh, we all need to hustle. I guess that makes sense.
No, I mean if you want to, if you want to hustle,
If you
I'm
want to
fine.
hustle
I
and
mean,
get
you
there
can do that.
first, yeah.
Yeah.
If there's-
Karu has been kind of anxious about the fact that we've taken so long to do everything, and
Yeah,
he
dude.
really
Just
he's
run
thinking
down the
that
street.
people are dying every minute, and so he's just got that will to just run.
Yeah,
He's got that dog in him.
he's got that ape in
He's-
him.
Got that giddy up.
Yeah. So
He's
you
got
guys
that
get
apes
to.
together strong in him.
So I don't know, like
Caesar.
time of day wise. I want to say that it was like afternoon, maybe when you guys got to this part of the town. So you head
It's starting to get
across
late.
town to the Precipice District. So it's probably starting to get a little bit later. So when you guys get to the gates that lead to the Precipice District, there's the city guard there. Give you guys a warning. It's like there's like, you pass this way. The gates close at night and they don't open again. You've been warned. It's a
Oi!
dangerous part of the city.
What if we just fucking open them?
I mean, they're probably like castle
Yeah.
like gates. I don't think
Portcullis
we're gonna be able to
type
get them
thing.
out.
Brendan, how high are the walls from the tallest building next to the walls?
I mean, there's definitely ways that you guys could probably get out, but I think the main thing they want you to realize is
for
that
later.
this part of
Yeah.
the city is dangerous,
Okay.
and so they're like, don't
So
stay
stealth's
here
a good
overnight
call.
type thing.
Yeah.
So that happens. You guys keep going. You get to kind of this general part of the city where you guys are supposed to go. They said the building used to stand here somewhere roundabouts. Two lefts and a right type thing. Like they gave you general directions. So through a shroud of kind of heavy fog, that mid-afternoon fog that comes rolling in here, the twisted silhouettes of ruined structures loom over this broken cobblestone path. What was once the corner of an intersection is now an imposing chasm, just a huge pit into the ground. The mouth of the crater is large enough to have swallowed a colossal beast, but mist, detritus, and darkness obscure the bottom. Shards of stone and debris jet out from the inner walls as if the cavernous hole is bearing its teeth all the way down. So you guys get to the spot where you think that this building is supposed to be, and there's just like this great hole in the ground.
That's kind of cool.
Can we
Was there anybody
tell-
around that doesn't look super sketchy?
No, it's like empty.
Can
If
we
there's
see
no
the
one on the
bottom?
streets or anything?
Yeah, there's not anybody else hanging out around.
Can we see the bottom of the hole?
It's like it's kind of like it's like a little foggy, but also like a little smoky. Like it's just like it's just like obscured a little bit from your view. You can tell that there are probably like ruined structures that have fallen all the way in.
I have
At the
5
bottom?
torches on me. Can
Okay.
I light one and throw it down there? and like get a rough idea of how deep I think it is?
Yeah, you could do that. I mean, I would also let you guys do perception checks to seek through the rubble if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Maybe my perception
Uh,
check aids with my perceiving how deep it is with the
All
torch.
right. 19.
20 after bonus.
Less
Okay.
than that, 16.
All right. Well, you guys searching through, kind of like looking around the area, and one of you guys, you all rolled high enough, pulls out a sign that says it's a wooden sign that's been like splintered into two pieces. So maybe two of you each find half of the sign, and then put it together, and it says the Sanguine Thorn, and it's got an ornate carving of a crimson rose, and has blood dripping from its thorns.
Like real blood, or like the blood is like part of the sign?
It's part of the sign, like it's
It's like their
part
emblem.
of the image.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's drawn on. Yeah.
Okay, so we were right that this was the spot. Well, nothing really gained from that, other than reaffirming that this was it.
Oh, detect magic on the rubble.
How far does detect magic go?
Good question. I will look. It is 30-foot emanation.
So, I mean, that probably gets you. That probably gets you to the bottom of the rubble. What is?
What does? I'd like to
I don't
jump
know.
down this hole.
Okay.
I have the feather fall basically trait.
Mhm.
Just fucking jump down.
Hell yeah.
So I'd like to jump down this hole.
And
Okay, yeah, it's-
while you guys are doing that, I'm kind of looking at the edge to see if I can figure out why. Like, was it like an intentional thing that it like everything got collapsed down in this hole? Does it look like it's a natural thing, and whatever I need to roll for that, or does it look like it was like
Oh, they told you there was an
Magic.
earthquake. They said the building was destroyed.
okay? Okay,
Draw.
but it looks like an actual like just a normal earthquake, like
Yeah.
it wasn't like a earthquake spell type of thing.
Yeah.
Who are you talking
Okay. So
But how recent?
I would say that
Understand
maybe,
here.
yeah, maybe Kaoru does detect a little bit of magic there. There's a twinge of magic at the bottom of the hole, and then Kirby just goes woohoo, and kind of like flies down.
Cannonball!
Which direction would you say you guys are coming from?
Is there a map?
What's the possible directions?
I mean,
I would
any which way. I would say there's a big hole in the ground. So which
My-
way are you guys approaching it from?
My guess would probably be from
front
the
of-
north, because we probably cut through the docks coming from Justerian's residence.
That's fair. Based on the picture, I would also say I'd argue for wherever we thought the front of the building was. Like,
Yeah, I don't think you necessarily have that much information about it.
Okay. I gotta know if it was like
Okay.
obvious, like there's other storefronts around that are fine.
So anybody who is not Kirby is going to have to like try to climb down into this hole.
Could I use Mage Hand to do that? You remember from X-Men where Magneto pulls the iron out of the guy's body and make discs?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then he steps over the discs to kind
There's
of
a
float
lock
his
on
way
them,
down.
You know, like that.
I'd like to make a bit of rubble shoot up in front of me with my Mage Hand, and then just kind of float down with it like that down the
I think
30 feet.
Mage Hand only allows you to hold something up to 5 pounds, right?
It doesn't allow you to hold too much.
Now, here's the question: can the 5 pounds be held up indefinitely? 'Cause he's holding up a 5-pound piece of rubble and then stepping on it.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works.
Is
Does
Mage
that
Hand
add to the weight? Does that how that works?
is
that have
Mage
physics-
Hand concentration?
Duration is sustained, so yeah, you can continue sustaining.
yeah.
I would like to use my low light vision to make my way down the hole.
There you go. It's not that difficult. I mean, like if you guys do you have climbing equipment? Does anybody have like rope and stuff?
I've
I
got
do have
rope.
rope and stuff.
Yeah, we got rope.
I'd
got
say
rope.
yeah, if you got rope and pitons to like, climb
I
it
don't
down
have
on the
that,
ground.
but I do have rope and an acrobatic skill that's pretty darn good.
I
Okay.
have a grappling hook.
I have a
I don't
grappling
know
hook
if
That
as
that
works.
will
well.
help.
Okay, yeah, you could probably
Sick.
hook that onto something. And that,
Cool.
that takes it down to basically I think it's just a DC 10 climb check. So
What
you
is
can't
climb?
or
Elnat and I high five on the way down with our grappling hooks as we
Sorry.
propel.
it is a DC 10.
Athletics? probably.
Athletics. That's part of the that's part of the climbs. It's
Could I argue for
climb
acrobatics?
is part. Yeah, I think so. Cool.
Elnat decides to use both. Not Elnat. What the fuck? Luther decides to use both Elnat and Karu's grappling hooks to kind of come down fancily after them, like holding on between the two of them.
At the same time.
Yeah.
Nice. Nat 20. Hell yeah. That's a 25.
Oh.
Okay.
I got a 15.
Okay, you're good.
I rolled a 2.
What?
So that's an 8 in acrobatics. So I
You get
fail.
rug burn.
Okay. But it's not a critical failure because you basically can't.
All right, let's start rolling the damage. How high up are we?
Alright, 30 feet. That's 2d6 because the first 10 is free. So yeah, 2d6 damage.
Jesus, is that right?
I roll it. Oh, 2 6s. Oh, that's brutal, dude. That's brutal.
That's crazy. No. I forgot to add in my bonus for experience tracker. I'll just reroll.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
No. So if you just regularly fail, you don't fall. Like you just lose progress. So like you just have to roll again.
You go slower.
We all just wait for you.
Okay.
Kirby's
Alright.
already down here exploring.
That's a 23 now.
By the time you get down, Elnat's got like some snacks out. About fucking time.
Kirby's made breakfast for everyone.
Oi, that rope kind of hurts near the top. Wow, the vision is going wacky on this map.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Lots of jagged lines and angles and stuff on this one.
Well, that's
Based
just because
off-
there's holes in the walls. So
Yeah, no, it's fair. I only
We
see
just
Turkey,
patch
though.
all of the walls as we go.
Yeah.
Is that how your god works? Can we
Okay.
just
I'm moving
switch for
Turkey.
it?
Not quite. I gotta spend a minute on each item. So
Oh, there we
I
are.
don't
We're over
think
there.
that
Can,
really
can I
So,
move
works.
myself closer to Kirby?
Okay, we're still level 1. That's
yeah.
acceptable.
So you guys are climbing down into this wall. So the fog is still kind of thick at the bottom of this hole. So I'm guessing it's just coming up off the sea. Like it's like there's like a sea fog that, and it kind of settles in this depression in the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Broken bedrock, hunks of wattle and splintered lumber, all lightly dusted with sea salt, sink into the mud here. The lurching profile of a bowed and broken structure stands. Its walls little more than rows of warped timbers covered in withered vines that converge at strange angles. So there's from the guys you're approaching kind of looks like the back wall of this building. So there is a side door around to the left, and then there's some kind of porch over on the front side. But you guys are kind of walking straight up to the back of this building.
My front porch looking in.
Good song.
Okay. It was a joke before, but does a low light vision actually help at all here? I imagine it's pretty dark.
Yeah, so it is. So like doesn't help. Nothing that you have like beats the fog necessarily, but it does help you see if there's no if nobody lights any torches or anything, then it does.
I can cast light on my staff, and then it'll just glow in front of me, and we can just have a giant flashlight.
Cool.
I'm not too worried. I've got dark vision, so I'm not too
dark
worried
vision
about
too.
it. But
So I don't.
Luther.
I know not everyone does. So
As soon as Luther lands, he would try to do a perception check, specifically looking for activity on the ground that wasn't Kirby. So, like, if anybody else seems like they've come down this way before, and I'm not tracking anyone, but if the experience tracker thing does come in, I guess it might come in handy if we see tracks or something, but I would be checking for all the way up to the wall, like checking to see if it looks like anyone has been down here recently, if I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, not great. That's only a 16. Rolled a 10.
No, 16 is actually doesn't tell you very much. It looks like the ground here is kind of wet and loose. Like it's just like it would be difficult for tracks to stay here too. If somebody went through here, the tracks might have been erased very quickly.
We should have gotten here sooner. We dilly-dallied too much.
What did you say?
I said we dilly-dallied, son. We know it. We all do.
I
Just need to accept it.
I start playing with the word dilly dally to try to form a new song. Dilly dally.
What?
Hey there, dilly dally.
What the
Down.
fuck is a
Hey
dilly?
there, dilly.
Mally, Callie, Sally, Sally and me.
Hey there, dilly Sally. How
All right,
is
if
life
Luther doesn't
in
see anything,
Texas?
he's just gonna start stepping in.
Okay, you're just gonna climb in the side of the building.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the area that we've checked, the area that we are most safe with.
All right.
I'm gonna stand here and do a perception check. Make sure there's nothing in my purview. 22 to make sure the coast is clear.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, I think, yeah, you guys are like peeking in this side of the building. And yeah,
All good.
it looks safe enough. I mean, like, you take a look, and then you hear groaning coming from the room next door, and then you guys should see on your map 2 zombies just kind of stumbling around in the interior of this building here.
Shit.
Can I say what's in your head? What's in your head, zombie?
You could.
Always.
Damn.
You can always say that.
I'd like to say that, but not loud enough that I think they hear me if zombies come.
Okay.
Oi! There's some fucking undead here, and not the good kind. And he draws his sword cane.
I see that,
Thinking
Luther.
that he could
Tell
just
him that
walk
Kirby
up
get
and
in
just Walking Dead them, just through the head, out through the head, done.
So the room that you guys went into is kind of like a pantry or something. There's like tables and cabinets in the long rectangular room. There's a wooden chest lying on the floor as well.
Right here?
Yeah.
Or right here?
Yeah, that's one of those 2 for sure.
Right in front of me, just right here. Nice chest. Right for the taking.
Excuse me. Okay, I'm not worried about the chest right now. There's zombies in the other room, so.
That's fair.
Were you rolling for initiative?
Approach this? We can do that. Let's do it. You guys were kind of all doing different stuff, so let's throw it on there. Actually.
Roll perception for my initiative.
Ooh,
24
good initiative.
for my initiative roll.
You should be
I
able
got
to add it.
24 as well.
Damn, I got a 23 and thought I did really well.
And I got 14.
Look at this loser.
He's got the higher perception stat between Kirby and on that.
All right. Yeah. Which one of you guys? I think Kirby did, didn't we? Have we done this before?
I believe so.
Not
Plus
with
6.
me, but mine's a +5, so you can go ahead and go. Kirby.
Well,
Okay.
this vibe's good.
Did the zombies notice us in any sort of meaningful capacity? Is that something that I see?
No, it doesn't look like they've noticed you yet.
I think they saw us, but they didn't take it to heart. Like, it hasn't really affected them emotionally.
I don't know if they have hearts.
Yeah, can we do?
That would've done
I
it,
guess.
yeah.
On my turn. Try to do some sort of a check to learn a little bit about Pathfinder 2e zombies.
I would like to move towards the chest and search it.
Okay.
It's
It is
awfully
a
brave of
thievery.
you.
It is a thievery roll to try and get it open. It looks like
Right
it's
here?
locked.
It's right here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Where I moved.
That's actually it's down here.
It's right in between the zombies. No, so it's actually when you get to it, it's locked. So it would be a thievery check to pick the lock or an athletics check to break it open.
A non-natural 20 for thievery.
Dirty.
So you quite easily pick the lock, pop it open with a resounding thud.
Oh no.
But
Nice
the
stairs.
chest contains 2
Yeah, chest
bedrolls, a pint of oil, a vial of holy water, a lantern, 7 days worth of rations, a leather pouch that looks like it's got some silver pieces in it, a holy symbol that is a rose with thorns and blood dripping down those thorns, and then and that's on a leather cord.
Okay. And
I
then,
see all that stuff being potentially useful in the upcoming fight.
can you copy paste all that into the chat, Brendan?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. And I should have one more action, right? I don't know.
Yep.
Okay. Ooh,
Just-
actually, I don't. Pick a lock is 2, so
does
that is my turn.
does Sarah know she's sitting in that Discord channel by herself?
I'm pretty sure her friends said they were gonna get on. So.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because currently Sarah's just sitting in at
She's
Discord
probably
by
just
herself. I just wanted
adjusting
to
her
make sure.
soundboard.
That's right. She's getting ready for the next session, I'm sure. It will be Elnat's turn. I will go ahead and post this stuff somewhere.
Okay.
What kind of? Not that it's my turn yet, but I'm gonna ask for the group. What kind of check would it be to learn more about zombies in this game?
Occult maybe?
I'd imagine so.
Occult or
But-
Arcana, I would imagine. But
I'm no expert. Oh wait, no, not yet. Just trained.
same.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah, let's see. Undead is religion, actually.
Hmm. Okay.
I'm gonna go.
All the same.
I'm gonna move 20 feet, and I'm going to. So one action will be drawing the axe. Second will be move.
Wait,
Third.
Did you
Karu?
move 20 feet or did Karu
Oh,
move?
I moved Karu. Sorry.
That was awesome.
5, 10,
Beautiful.
15, 20.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh fuck!
And so I'm
I
gonna
probably should be able to see that, but I can.
I will go ahead and shout out that there's
What the fucking
there's
level?
a third thing in here.
Wait, there's 2 things in there?
There are 2 zombies
3.
and then a third thing. There are 2 different things.
What kind of other thing?
That's fucking
don't-
dope.
I can if I hover over it, I see the name, but I don't know what that is.
Describe it in shape and.
It's undead something.
I bet
Can
it's
I go
weak to
ahead and
holy
do
water.
a religion? Would that be a religion roll to get information on that, Brendan?
Yeah, you could go.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that.
It's religion
if
for
you do that,
Zombies too.
It is recall knowledge, so you are using an action to do that.
Yeah, I was gonna do that for the zombies regardless, but since like zombies are going to be at least somewhat easier, this thing is completely new to me, so I'm gonna get some information on that. I wasn't planning on attacking this round anyway, so.
I think you're gonna do really well in this fight. I feel like, being a holy fighter, it might be good against these
Potentially.
unholy
Yeah,
things.
who has that holy water? Is that Kirby?
Potentially.
Uh-huh.
24 religion.
Nice.
Okay. So, yeah, you turn the corner around and spot this guy.
Says Wennel as the enemy.
Yeah. So you spot this guy standing here, and
That's
he
how you
is
say
standing
it.
here. He is holding. Trying to figure out where his gear is on his sheet. Okay, so he's got
God's tier staff.
a breastplate on. He's got a heavy steel shield with spikes jutting out of it, and
Shit.
it looks like some kind of like symbol has been like carved into it and is like faintly like glowing. And then he's also got a morning star in one hand, and he sees you, and he kind of like turns, but he like drags the morning star along the ground, like it's just like it just drags along the ground, like he can't quite pick it up all the way. And he's like, "Ah, what are you doing here?"
Oh God, he's autistic.
Oh, no. Well, at least it's got some sort of intelligence because he can talk.
But yeah, so you identify this as a living skeleton, like he's a skeletal human. So I'll tell you that comes with the normal things that skeletons typically do like so they have negative healing, like they're weak to holy effects and they're strong against negative effects.
Okay.
So like if you tried to harm them with a spell, then it would actually heal them and vice versa.
Same.
But they're also immune to sleep, disease, paralysis, and poison. Typically, skeletons are.
Less same.
Okay. I'm gonna shout out that there is a heavily armored skeleton in here. Well, I guess I can act it out. There's some sort of a living skeleton in here. He's heavily armored and he's got a morning star on him, so be careful. And I'll kind of like point over to the side where he's at, and so everyone can kind of know it's shift control.
Don't try any sleep effects, Elnat. They won't work.
Whoa! Oh, here, maybe that. He's over in this area, this side. I'll point over this area.
They don't
I'm not
get
gonna say
tired.
exactly where he's at, but Austin can see. But
If you just I won't say anything else. So if for some reason if you just click anywhere that isn't your character, then you can see everything that all the characters can see.
okay.
I'm trying not to look at him so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm trying
it's
to
good
not
for the stream
metagame.
for me to look at him.
Yeah, I'm trying to not metagame, so. But that's just.
It's hard when you're just so smart.
Yeah,
You
I
see
made
around all the corners.
for this game. I made all the characters. You own all the tokens, so you kind of have
Gotcha.
vision from all the tokens. So
But yeah, that's my
Wish
turn.
list.
So.
okay, that's true. It is your turn. That was Elnat's turn. It is now Luther's turn. Your friends have gone into this room and entered a combat.
Okay.
perhaps unknowingly.
So my first action, because I can see the zombies, is I want to roll religion on them to learn a little bit about zombies.
Okay.
Not my greatest roll ever. Only rolled a 12. So that's a 16.
16. Yeah. So these are, most zombies are mindless. So they're not very
I
smart.
mean, most.
Yeah.
Are there smart zombies out there?
Maybe.
That's fucking terrifying. That's
Yeah,
like the
that-
one drawback.
So they're typically, yeah, these are the normal like slow zombies. So they only have 2 actions each round. They can't use reactions, so they're not gonna like attack of opportunity you. And they have the normal weaknesses towards positive energy.
So something like my braggart style, where I can try to demoralize them using intimidation to gain panache, isn't going to really do anything with them.
Not gonna work.
No.
They're mindless.
You can try and inspire them. And then they can make
Hey,
them
you guys are doing really good. Duh. Okay, I think on that note, let's actually see real quick. I don't know what the range on this thing is. Range 60 feet. Reload 1. Okay, so. I have my crossbow, my hand crossbow, that I was thinking about shooting at these guys. Hold on, let's see. How far can I get? 25 feet. I guess I can get up right next to one. Can you stand on this spot?
Can you?
Yes, that's a question.
I'd say you can stand on this spot, but you definitely can't stand on this spot.
Okay. Luther is going to
If you want to stand on that spot, I don't know. But
run over here as a move not a move action, but I can't remember what it's called. Just so he's closer to Elnat and this skeleton, but also close enough that he can still strike this zombie. This zombie shambler. So he is going to roll to hit the zombie shambler, and we'll use Geralt die. And missed, probably, maybe. A 9? I rolled a 3.
okay, a 9 on this guy. That is a miss.
Cool. So I go in and maybe I get like awkward footing on the broken ground, and I kind of go to strike it in the head and miss. So that is the end of my turn. As I did recall knowledge, moved, and attacked. Okay, Brendan?
Yeah, he's.
Yeah.
I sent him a thing of a mechanic that I have on my character, and I was
okay.
asking if it would work or not. So.
Gotcha.
Okay. So it is now. What did you? I'm sorry. What did you just do, Austin? What
I
was the last
missed.
thing you did? You missed. Okay. That was the only thing you could do.
Yep, I attacked, I moved, and I did a recall knowledge. So
All right. Okay. So now it is Blue's turn. So it is the zombie that is right next to Luther. Luckily, he's run up into range. The zombie has no choice but to attack.
And you decided that we don't have a reaction our first turn, right?
You would have a reaction. You would gain your actions on your turn, so you have your actions. Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah. In that
Is there
case,
something you want to do?
yeah, I just get a +2. I'm gonna use a nimble dodge. So I definitely dodge out of the way, gaining +2 circumstance bonus to AC against the triggering attack.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, I don't think it's going to make a difference. He got a 25 to hit.
Jesus tits. Yep. Nope. It did not.
So I rolled quite well on that.
My AC would have been
So if you
19. So what's the threshold for critical? 10 plus
I think
10.
it's 10. Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't get it. He didn't get that.
Pretty close.
4 points of damage. So he batters you with his fists, but in process of doing so, grabs onto you, latches onto your
here
arm,
we go. Grab
and
always
starts
works.
pulling you closer.
Okay,
So
what is that?
yeah, as far as
guess
I know,
we'll wait till it happens or it
Let me-
matters.
let me verify that that's how that works. So the creature's last action was a successful strike that lists grab. The creature has grabbed using this action. Automatically grabs the target until the end of the monster's next turn.
Okay, so you have to have successfully hit. So it's like
Right.
okay, so it's not just like
But,
it is
while
free,
you are
but-
grabbed, you have the flat-footed and immobilized conditions.
Okay,
And if you
flat-
attempt a manipulate action while you're grabbed, you must succeed at a DC 5 flat check, or the
So
action will be lost.
Flat-footed, I assume, is just removing my reaction, or is that a -2 to AC? too?
Removes
Footed
your
is-
dex.
Well, flat-footed is a -2 penalty to AC in Pathfinder 2nd Edition.
Oh, actually, we can just add the condition flat-footed. What was the
And
other condition?
immobilized means that you can't move outside of your space. So you're grabbed because you're grabbed by him. He's grabbed by you, and it only took one action to hit you the first time. So he's also going to try to bite now that he's got you grabbed.
What a bitch.
Now that will be at a -5 penalty.
Oh, him. Yeah.
So that is only going to be a 13 to hit.
Misses.
Okay.
So even though
So he
he's got me
grabs
grabbed,
onto you.
like I'm able to
Yeah.
fall down into the crap a little bit maybe, and like he chomps at my shoulder, but I like kind of dip
Yeah,
it down just a
I
little
would
bit.
imagine he slams into you, and you're like, oof, the wind knocked out of you and stuff, and he starts pulling you closer and starts snapping at you with his jaws, and you could like use your armor and your
Oi!
arm and keep him
Get the
away.
fucking chompers away from me.
All right, it will be Winnell's turn next.
Uh-oh.
So he sees you guys all kind of gathered here.
We gathered before you.
Exactly. What does Winnell want to do? He's got all kinds of stuff he can do. Okay.
Lots of options, that's for sure.
Yeah, there are so many options.
This reminds me of that time that Sarah was like, Brendan, why do you love me? So many reasons.
So many reasons.
But why? So many reasons.
Okay, so Elnat, you get a basic fortitude save as he raises his hand in the air
Okay.
and says, "Feel pain."
I'm just double checking to make sure that I don't have any sort of like bonus in certain situations. I don't think I do. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Fortitude. 18.
Okay.
Not a great roll, but not
It's
terrible.
pretty good. It is a basic fortitude save, so I'm pretty sure it's going to save. You said you got 14?
18.
18. Okay, now 18 is a save. It was a basic save, so what do we decide that means, Austin? Just half damage on a save?
Sorry, I went to grab a beer and it exploded. Yeah, reflex, if it's basic, it's half damage if you save.
Yeah, it's not a reflex save, it's a fortitude save, but yeah, it's basic
Yeah,
save.
same. Yep.
Okay, so half damage, so you're only going to take 3 points of damage. 3 points of negative energy damage as he casts the spell Harm on you.
Ooh.
So he does that, and then takes a step forward. And this time he turns his attention to Luther and he says, "I will feed you to the pit."
Alright, I'm back. Feed me to the pit.
Alright, and then it's going to be the Shambler's turn, who's going to shuffle up and attack Luther as he's already engaged by the previous zombie.
And
So you're
am
gonna
I
have
also
You're flat-footed, so you got a -2.
am I also
AC.
being flanked?
You're also being flanked.
What was
Okay.
that guy's bonus? He also got a 14.
Hmm?
He was attacking Elnat, right?
That zombie. He got a 14, didn't he?
No, I just rolled. It's a 17 to
Oh,
hit.
That hits.
Okay. So 17's a hit. So he's going to hit you and grab you. I don't know if you can be grabbed more than once, but you are. And that's 6 additional points of damage to Luther.
Oh god.
He's being mobbed by zombies in front of you.
It's not great.
Luckily, it's Karu's turn.
Ah! Help! Did we learn from any of our checks if that holy... Do we know anything about that holy water stuff that we got and that pendant, if it would help in the situation?
Maybe.
We probably have to roll a check on the water, yeah?
So, like, you know that, I think I told,
Me. Whenever I did the check.
I think Austin rolled it on the zombie, and I said they are
Oh.
vulnerable to positive energy. And I told you as well, yeah, both of them
Yeah.
are vulnerable to positive
But
energy.
that is positive energy.
So, yes, I believe so. Holy
Okay.
water.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, that's
This guy
a
looks
song
dope.
by We the Kingdom.
Whenever Wennell moved in, like, up to Luther, the previous games, my brain was like, opportunity attack. Oh wait, no, I don't have that any.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Okay, holy water deals 1d6 good damage. It damages only fiends, undead, and creatures that have weaknesses to good damage. Wonder if that's a. Anyways.
It's like an AoE thing, because
Um,
like that would hurt me.
It's well, no, it's a single. Well, okay, it is. It does 1d6 good damage and 1 good splash damage, so it is actually potential to affect Luther. Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, if you throw it
Luther-
directly at Luther, then you get splash damage on all 3 of the enemies.
Luther, if you had to put it on a scale of like, I don't know, say like 1 to 18 is feeling like an 8 right now.
Rough, buddy. Kaoru, what are you doing? Did you get all the way around?
Yeah,
Where'd you
yeah.
you go?
Kaoru moved down through
Okay.
this way,
Okay.
and this way, and
Alright.
Excuse me.
and then he finally gets to see this awesome. What was this called?
Oh,
it's
Wendell?
This guy's a
Wendell?
skeleton.
Wendell.
I mean, his name. Yeah, that's his name.
Oh, his name is
Oh,
Wendell.
that's his name one. Okay, because I had no idea what a Wendell was. I was trying to figure. Okay, so he's just a skeleton.
He's a skeleton.
Um, I'm just gonna flip the table on this bitch. The table that's just right there in front of him.
Yep. Okay.
It starts to rattle and then just flips and just smacks him in the face. Hopefully,
All right.
if I roll well. So that'll be a 17 to hit.
17 to hit Winnel. Let's see. Yeah, that's a hit.
Sweet. Then I will do. Probably a table's probably bludgeoning damage, right? Would you say?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, it's damage discretion, but that'll be 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. So the bludgeoning damage looks like it all goes through. So you just smash him over the head with the table. A curse over your household.
Don't you talk about my household, you bitch! I get ready to flip another table at him.
Okay. Okay. Is that?
But yeah, that's the end. I'm
That's all Color
writing
can do
that.
on his turn.
Actually.
Okay. All right.
If he was reading my mind, that's what he would read.
So, our friend Kirby, who's still the only one in this other room, then hears a rattling
Oh, Jesus.
coming from the door and sees the skeleton crawling up onto the door. It's literally like it has no legs, and it's just like dragging itself hand over
It's a
hand
crawler.
into this combat right now.
Save the
Yeah, it's just
crawler
like-
so we can explore in between rounds.
exactly. So it moves this far,
Fuck you guys
moves
for playing
another
that
10
game so much.
feet, and moves another 10 feet to get all the way into this room.
I was waiting for that.
Does Elnat have an attack of opportunity that he can take?
No, I don't have that ability.
Okay.
No.
So I think it would have provoked, but that's all right.
That's why earlier I was whenever he moved like up, Wendell moved up to Luther. I wanted to be like attack of opportunity, but then I'm like, oh wait,
Yep.
no, don't have that.
Not today. It is Kirby's
Not
turn.
today, Satan. Not today.
Let's see. I think that I will do. I'm going to do Aqueous Blast again.
Okay.
So the first part of my turn is making it so I can use that attack, and then the second part I will attack that skeleton with my water fists. It's not actually that, but you know what I mean. The Blastoise attack.
Oh yeah.
Did you say it came out your mouth last time?
Yeah, it came
Was
out
that
my
this
mouth
time?
last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. This time it's gonna come out of my hands.
Cool.
Waterbender.
Nat 20. So
Hell yeah.
Let's
Mhm.
go.
that
Okay.
That's how you do
Huge.
that.
Kill this weak ass legless zombie.
this
Or
weak ass
skeleton.
legless zombie is probably going to die.
It's legless
just-
Legolas.
It's like a Legolas. And
Oh
then
wait, it's a skeleton. It can probably crumble
reform.
and not
Gross.
take the full hit.
Oh, we did learn about that thanks to Dog Meat.
That's true.
And side plus side slash,
God.
which
I
is
rolled
also
it.
currently happening.
8 and then a 6, and then it's +2, so that's 16 damage for whatever
Nice.
happens with a
Okay.
crit.
Oh, yeah,
All right. So yeah, I mean, it takes the full brunt of that critical hit. And just for a fun fact, skeletons have resistances to cold,
And water.
electricity, fire, slashing, and piercing.
But not
There's nothing in here from water. I'm
Well,
assuming water is bludgeoning damage, right?
It's
Sounds like bludgeoning to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not on that list. So he takes full damage from this and is just absolutely destroyed, blown away.
Just gets blown out.
This
Nice.
This just gets blown right back out the doorway that it came from.
I can't see. I didn't see that happen or whatever. So I'm just screaming "Oi, Kirby!
is-
You want to get involved with this or what?"
Did his hand get left behind?
Yeah, we'll say his hand was left behind with one finger pointed out.
Okay, I would like to take that hand to sign my community service sheet as the last action.
Free action.
Kirby's good to
Everyone
go.
knows signing a community service sheet's a free action.
Yep. And then it will be Elnat's turn.
Elnat is going to. So he still has his great axe. He's gonna hold it in one hand for a second and reach out and touch Wennel.
Oh, healing
He's
spell?
gonna cast Lay on Hands.
Nice.
Dope.
That's pretty
Dude.
cool. It's a melee touch attack, so just do your regular attack bonus.
That's
and
against
then
his touch AC?
It's against his touch AC,
Hell yeah.
I believe.
That makes sense. It's a touch attack.
Where do I see just the base attack? Might show, actually, it might show on that on the armor class. Melee strikes. Oh, here it is. Looks. Oh, just +5. Okay. 17 to touch.
Okay, that's a touch. That's a hit.
Okay. Okay, so against an undead target, I deal 1d6 damage, and they need to attempt a basic fortitude save.
Okay, he
Ooh,
does succeed the fortune
6
save.
damage. He got over a 13. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so 6 damage. So with that success, I gain a. Let's see. Hang on. Let me. If I use Lay on Hands on a willing living target, restore points. They also gain a +2. Okay, no. I had seen that there was a +2 AC whenever using it on an ally. I wanted to, and if the enemy fails, then they get a -2. But I wanted to see if I got a plus on that, but I do not. Anyway, so and that's just one action.
Mm-hmm.
So. And that's not necessarily. Would that be considered an attack where I would have a minus on swinging with my great axe?
I assume so. I mean, it was still a touch attack. I don't know.
I mean, if it is, that's fine. I'm basically just trying to figure out what I would add, if anything, to my roll.
So you like reached out with both hands and tried to double lay on hands, one of the zombie and the guy at the same time. Pretty cool.
If I had multiple focus points. It doesn't say anything, but I also, since things are a little bit different here, I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, it's like we were warped to a different universe and our molecules are just still adjusting to the physics of this reality.
So
It's fair.
Attack,
It's cool,
an
dude.
attack
A
is
different
any
universe
check
and
that
back
has
time.
the attack trait.
Okay.
I just don't know.
Are the
I don't know actually if you have
so
to make a
whenever
roll even to lay on hands on an enemy.
when it doesn't say anything about that, but and also like whenever I look at my
It mentions
fire ray
willing, right?
spell, it does have spell attack. So I don't, whereas lay on hands does not. So I don't know if that means anything.
When
So
I've
if it
counted,
so
oh, go
I
ahead.
think I did it wrong. You don't have to make an attack to do lay on hands on him. You just put your hands on him and cast the spell. So then he succeeded on his save, so he actually only took half damage from your thing.
Let's see. This only says So it says, against an undead target, you deal 1d6,
And
and
it
it
must
must
attempt a
attempt a
basic
basic
fortitude
fortitude save. If it
Yeah.
fails, it also takes a -2 status penalty for an AC for one round.
Right, but the basic fortitude save says that if he succeeds, then he only takes half damage.
Yeah,
That's
it's like
what
a
the-
innate wording with
Okay.
the word basic in
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's got a basic fortitude save, so it only took half damage. But so that means
I thought
there's
the
not
fortitude save was just for the AC penalty.
right.
But
So
Hmm.
so like it so that's how those type of spells work. But the spell is not the attack trait, and you didn't have to roll to hit him, so like that's not part of your attacks.
okay, cool. Sorry, I'm this is first time playing a caster, so I'm still a little bit new to it. So
I
Oh,
mean,
you're good. We
none
all
of us
are.
have played this in spell second edition, so
yeah, that's true. Okay,
I had to
cool.
look that up, so.
Then I'll go ahead and take a swing at him with my great axe.
Okay.
It's not great, but this is a 15 hit.
A 15 does not hit.
Okay, I'm gonna go
It
ahead and
does.
take another one. It doesn't have an additional, like it's just a flat roll, but might
Okay.
as well.
Sure.
Yeah, that's only a 12. So,
Okay. It's also a
No.
miss.
yep. Well, I dealt some damage.
Oh yeah.
It is now Luther's turn. I figured you might be interested in how to escape a grapple.
Nah, I'm just gonna bite him back.
Okay.
No, yeah. How do I get
Um,
out?
So if you attempt to escape from being grabbed, immobilized, or restrained, you can do an escape check. Attempt a check again using your unarmed attack modifier against the DC of the effect. Typically, the
Escape.
athletics
Attempt.
DC of a creature grabbing you, maybe. Okay.
I don't know what my unarmed attack modifier is.
It should be your
I think it's
proficiency
just-
bonus plus your key ability modifier. Right?
It should be the same as your melee weapon, unless you've got a random bonus to that for some reason.
I just have a +6. Does that sound right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, my attack is a +5, so that's
Excuse me.
probably about right.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do just a plain roll +6.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna use Siri die this time. Wow, I only rolled a fucking 7, so 13.
13 does not succeed.
Is that just a one action thing? Can I just try to escape
It is
again?
a one action thing. As far as I know, you can try to escape again.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep I mean, that's all I can do, right? If I'm right.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
immobilized?
if you well, no, you can do whatever you want because you are immobilized, meaning you cannot move. You can still attack, I think, right? Like it doesn't say anything about.
I mean, that's how I would.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
you
know
can't
I'll
do
that.
any. You can't do any actions with the move trait. So if you want to keep fighting, you can keep fighting.
Okay.
You just
well,
have
I'm
a
gonna
-2
struggle
to your
to
AC.
Oh, fucking
Okay.
get off of me! And it doesn't work the first time. He will try it again. That was a little bit better. 17.
17 succeeds.
Okay, so
Nice.
get
You're no
off of
longer
me.
grabbed.
So that's 2 to get through, and then I can I push him back a little bit farther away, and I go, "Oh, you lads fucking stink!" And then I'm gonna look at Wendell and go, "Oi, I'm over here," and I'm gonna try to gain my panache by doing a tumble through. And I'm gonna try to tumble
Okay.
through his square to get on the other side of him.
It's fine.
So it is. I attempt an acrobatics check against the enemy's reflex DC. So I'm gonna roll an acrobatics check, and you're gonna roll a reflex save, or it's reflex DC, which I think is we decided is different, right?
I think so. I think it's just 10 plus this number.
Let's fucking go. Oh, and then I fucking nailed it. I rolled an 18, so that's a 24.
A 24 against his reflex DC
Mm-hmm.
is a critical success.
Nice.
I don't think that there is a critical success.
That's not a
for-
critical thing. Okay. All right.
Oh,
Make it
actually,
cool though.
maybe there is. Hold on. Oh, there is.
Okay. Tumble through.
God damn it, that sucks. I should have
You
tried
knock
it.
him
Oh no, that's
prone?
escape. That's escape. Just kidding. Hold on. Let me see what tumble through is.
I bet you like knock him prone or something.
No, it's
you
just
know?
there's a success and a failure.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So I'm going to. On a success, I move through his space, but it cost me 10 feet. So that cost me 10. So now I only have 15 left here. Okay. And then I'm gonna move up here one. So that was 2 breakthroughs, 1 tumble through. So I am done. I am not immobilized and flat-footed anymore. And I now have panache.
Okay. And that was just normal movement. So does that provoke? If there's attacks of opportunity?
I mean, yeah, I believe so. Let me double. Actually, I think the whole point of tumble through is it doesn't.
But you did move additionally afterwards, right?
No, that's part of the tumble through.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll bring it back.
All right, that's fine.
Maybe. I mean, I guess it doesn't say it doesn't provoke. It says you stride up to your speed. During this movement, you can try to move through the space of one enemy. Attempt an acrobatics checks against the enemy's reflex DC. As soon as you try to enter space, you can tumble through using climb, blah, 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 blah. Success, you move through the enemy space, treating it like difficult terrain. If you don't have speed to move through all the way, it's treated as a failure. I think it's the only pro to it is that you get to move through their space when normally you can't do that, I guess. Tumbling through and Starfinder was definitely to like avoid attacks of opportunity.
Okay. It does trigger an AOO in second
Okay.
edition.
That's fine.
So
Good to
Winnell,
know.
as you're trying to slide underneath him, tries to slam down on you with his spiky shield in his left hand.
Is he left-handed?
I don't know.
I guess we'll see.
Guess you will.
I have my reflex, or I have my reaction. Can you react to a reaction?
What?
Right? Like, can I use my
Yeah, but you only
nimble
have one.
dodge?
I think that's the thing. I think you can use it whenever you need to, but you only have one between your turns.
Right.
Right.
So yeah, this I would have it fresh again, so I would be able to use nimble dodge again. It says a creature targets you with an attack, and you can see the attacker. That's the trigger.
And is it who is it that's attacking you?
Winnell?
Winnell. It's just a
If
+2
that-
to my AC.
I mean, or I can also use my reaction that I sent Brendan. It is.
Okay. Yes, you can use a reaction to react to a reaction. The only thing is, you cannot have multiple trigger. You cannot do. So, like, if he.
If I triggered
you can't use
his-
more than one, right?
Yeah.
Like you can't use more than one in a turn. Like
Mhm.
if you had a feat or something that gave you more than one reaction, you wouldn't be able to use both of them. And I
Right
don't
way.
think 2 different people can both react to the same action. So it's just like
Gotcha.
you can react to this if
Oh,
you
okay.
want. Or
Really, two different people can't react to the same action.
I don't think so. I don't.
That would be weird, but okay.
I mean,
does
I
sound
kind of
familiar.
understand because then it could be like we could have like 10 rounds of people just reacting to one thing.
Well, maybe not, because that's not true. Because like if you're moving out and you provoke multiple attacks of opportunity,
Yeah, you
definitely-
would provoke multiple
Mhm.
times.
Okay, so that's not a thing.
But either
Or-
way, I should be. I'm
Yeah.
just going to take my +2 to AC here. So
we
because
have,
I'm
like,
like
crossbows,
tumbling
it's
through, we
looking
could just
through a
say that
door.
that was like
We could all just
I am a little bit harder to hit. It's part of my nimble dodge.
Okay, does a 19 hit you?
Oh no, 19 is my AC.
Shit.
Okay.
No.
So he slams down on you with the spiked shield as you're trying to pass underneath him.
Just barely gets
So
me.
you take 3 points of piercing
Oof.
damage as he catches you,
Fuck.
rolling
I'm
underneath him. But you
struggling,
bound up
guys. Bad.
and you back up. Luckily, it is your friend Zombie Shambler's turn. So he's just going to step up
Oh, God.
and
Do we
swing
really
at you
have to
again.
do we really have to learn the rules for going down?
He might. We also might not.
Let's hope so.
I guess I don't know. Does your reaction only affect you for one single attack? Or is it
Yeah,
for this round?
I have to pick a specific target that's attacking me.
Okay. So I got a 17.
Oh my God, that's my AC again.
Ooh, 8. Brendan, can we learn the coup de grace rules tonight? That would be
Yeah, we learned this too.
Can we
Kill
please?
me. Someone
Yeah.
die.
I want
Finally.
to know how that
starts-
works.
4 years of
starts
playing
eating your
games, nobody's
brain.
ever died. I don't actually
I
believe
said,
characters die in Brendan's games.
Luther goes down and then you start eating his brains, just like coup de grace. No, it is 4 points of damage.
Oh,
to
I
you,
literally have one
unless
HP.
someone else can do something to stop it from hurting you.
Mm.
Actually,
Okay.
1 HP now.
It will be Winnell's turn now, though.
Oh no.
And it's unfortunate because he was just going to shove you down the hole, was the thing that he was going to do. He moved up to push you in to the hole, but you're no longer standing next to it. So he's going to have to think of something else to do on his turn.
That's fine. Let's do it. I'm into it.
He is
Wennell
going
doesn't.
to...
Wennell. What kind of person is Wennell? Would he attack the weakest person or the strongest person?
I don't know.
Really think about it. Play as Wennell.
Oof. There's so many things he can do, though.
Yeah,
Just don't have
Panache
attacks
doesn't
up
give.
to-
Kill
he's
Luther. Not that I'm rooting for that.
Not that I'm rooting for that anymore.
I'm rooting for the game.
The
Just
crazy
wanna
thing
hit-
is, I have to type in so much more stuff when I look at things now because I've had to find second edition versions.
Yeah.
Splitting your mind in two.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Well, that's no fun.
Alright, I'm gonna do one more drink.
Well,
I'll
then
be
don't
back.
do that.
He is going to slam Elnat with his shield. He's going to raise up his spiked shield again. That is a 23 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. So he's going to keep it going. That is 3 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
All right, and then he is going to raise up his shield and then touch Elnat with a harm spell.
Another one.
Actually, I don't think he can do that because he's got his Morning Star in his other hand. He's just going to try and hit you with the shield again,
Okay.
which is going to be a fail.
Okay.
So he tries to hit you twice with the shield, and then he raises it up to defend himself better next turn. It is Red's turn, Zombie Shambler, and his target just ran away. So he's going to also attack you with that. That is going to be a 16 against your AC.
Who's AC?
Elnat?
Found that.
Oh, 16 does not hit.
Okay. He tries to hit you with a hand. Doesn't work, so he has no choice but to try and hit you a second time and also miss.
Not his day.
On his day. And it is
Then do you want to
Karu's
know
turn.
why? Because it is my day. And as Karu
You have a
declares that,
Kamehameha wave that you can do here.
I do indeed. Something of the sort. As close as I can get. I unleash my psyche. The physical manifestation of my psyche surrounds me, and I am imbued with great power of my mind. And with my first action, I'll calculate threats, giving myself a AC bonus of 2 and +2 to my reflex saves as well.
Okay.
And then for my remaining actions, I will cast telekinetic rend. And I'll put that. It says it's a 5-foot.
Radius.
Yeah, it's like an.
So it's just like a 2x2 square, basically, like that.
Okay, it's like just a square.
Yeah.
like
Okay, that's a
4 block.
5-foot radius.
Okay, I can put 2 of those. So I want to put one
Here,
here, yeah, and then one right here to get the other guy.
like that.
And so that's just like a swirling like debris field, like small tornadoes, or just like
There's lots of
reality
debris here,
itself
so
just
that makes a lot of
ripping around.
sense.
Yeah. So tables, wood planks, fucking nails and shit. It's all going everywhere. And I'd actually like to amp it to give it a bit more oomph. So that's just going to be adding another d6 to my roll, making it slashing and bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Is it just bludgeoning before? Because I think
you
they're
could-
they're a little bit strong against slashing, aren't they? Or is it just? I mean, not that it matters. I guess it's still a 1d6 either way, so it's still more damage, but something to think about.
Right. No, it's the burst deals 1d6 bludgeoning damage and 1d6 slashing damage
Okay, cool.
instead of the usual damage, which is one or the other. So I could just like unamp it and do 1d6 bludgeoning, but I'm gonna do bludgeoning and slashing just
Yeah,
to do.
I'm gonna do it. Slash up the
little bit
zombie
more.
flesh.
Yeah, sure. They might not do a whole bunch against Winnell, but we're fucking him up anyway.
Guys,
So what I need from you is a basic fortitude save.
Okay.
From all
Basic
your
fortitude
guys.
saves from all of the guys.
Sure.
It'll be
I'll do
half damage if they pass.
2 zombies first. It's not looking super good. The red zombie got a 15. The zombie got an 8.
Both fails.
Okay, both fail, and then Winnell got a 14, so he also fails.
Fails.
Nice.
Okay.
Go!
You just take full damage.
35 points of damage, actually.
Okay. So
The
I'll roll
fuck did you just do there?
2d6.
Brendan's working on
Okay.
something.
All 3 of them take 8 points of slashing and bludgeoning damage,
8
respectively.
points of slashing and bludgeoning damage. Okay,
Yeah,
so
so
that's half
4 and
half.
4.
Oh yeah. It seems you've projected your
I have.
your astral projection.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Brennan, if I could just get a ring of those all around me, that'd be
Okay,
be
yeah,
great.
all different colors, all different.
Mm-hmm.
Something unique about each one, if you could.
Yeah. Okay, I'll get right on that. I'll just stop the whole comment.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay, you said 8 points of damage, so 4 and 4 on each of them. Let's go here. So it's 4 slashing, 4 bludgeoning. All right. That is no joke on these zombie boys.
Oh yeah.
And then 8 points of damage. Winnell as well.
And that's slashing and bludgeoning, so
Okay, so it does look like
Understand.
he ignores some of that damage.
sure, to be expected.
Perhaps the slashing does not affect his bones as much as the bludgeoning does. But
That's
it looks
just
like the
physics.
zombies take more damage than usual, as if they are being rended apart by the slashing blows. So,
Telekinetically, you might say.
yeah, telekinetically rended. Yeah, absolutely. It will be Kirby's turn now.
The Kirpster, the Kirpmeister.
Kirpster, yeah, Kirpmeister.
Mm-hmm.
Kirby.
One and only.
Kirpmeister.
Kirby's about to
He's
see
Mr.
all the enemies for the
Flibbertigibbet.
first time.
I'd like to turn the corner and go, "Whoa, what were
Holy
you
fuck."
guys doing?"
I thought the fight was over.
You were just getting ready for show and tell.
I killed that, yeah. And then can I toss that vial of holy water at
Sure.
them? I'm assuming that there's some sort of range on that that's greater than 5 feet that I can toss it.
Yeah, holy water is you throw it as a strike. It's a simple thrown weapon with a range increment of 20 feet.
Okay, so that's within range.
Yep.
Is it a 5-foot radius? Or how does that work? You said
It
something
deals
about
1d6
splash.
good damage and has 1 good splash damage. So there's a radius to it.
If it's
Okay. Most bombs have the splash trait. When you use a thrown weapon with the splash trait, you don't add your strength modifier to the damage roll. If an attack with a splash weapon fails, succeeds, or critically succeeds, all creatures within 5 feet take the listed splash damage. On a failure,
throw it.
on a critical failure, the bomb misses entirely, meaning no damage.
So the problem is, the only one you could throw it at without killing me, and I would mention killing me because I have 1
Not
HP,
conscious.
would be the red one. Yeah, well, okay. So you might, we could talk about holding actions here, Brendan, maybe. Is that a
I
thing?
feel like
We could discuss you not killing me.
we could discuss you holding that, yelling.
We're metagaming here,
yelling-
and Kirby would not know that Luther had gotten hurt in such a manner.
That's true.
I think you could look at me and see that I'm almost dead, probably. Could you?
Well, you're undead, right?
Okay, well,
Yeah,
you
you always
you'd
look
be
like
able to
that.
look at me and see that Luther's on his last leg, and know that he's very weak.
Yeah, so you can ready an action in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, but that costs 2 actions to ready.
So you could
So
ready it, and then you would only have 1 action left when it's your turn. Is that what you're saying,
No,
Brendan?
like if he's going to ready an action to throw the thing, that costs 2 actions now.
Right, but when that readied action comes up, does he only have 1 action left?
No,
I'd
because
have another action to do this turn.
yeah, he'd have 1 more, which he has already moved.
So
Yeah,
when
that's
you
his
ready
first
it,
action.
what is it? When okay, so say the readied action is Luther getting out of the way. When I get out of the way,
No,
Can
the
he-
readied action is him saying, "I'm going to throw this vial" when Luther gets out of the way.
right?
So
Okay,
that's
so
the remainder. So that's all of his actions. So now his turn's done. But if you get out of the way, then he throws it.
so it doesn't move. Does it move his initiative too?
No, he's just readying an action.
Really?
It's just-
Starfinder is the only one that it changes your initiative order.
Oh, okay.
So it's just me saying, as soon as that happens, I'll do this thing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So I guess I'm going to ignore that and use.
Choose
Kirby
a
pulls out his
Telekinetic-
scroll of fireball.
What?
Good luck, everybody else.
Fireball.
I didn't
If
say
you-
how big is the room. I said I cast Fireball.
I ran a campaign with my family one time, and they were in this dungeon that had a goblin stronghold in it, but they were in the women and children portion of it, and they cast Fireball with a scroll that they found on one of the soldiers that was standing next to the women and children's hut and households, and I'm like,
just killed them all.
you just murdered.
What
things. You start this humongous fire because goblins aren't clean, and have to find your way out of there.
We did some genocidal shit with like a children's hospital or something, right? In our Starfinder campaign.
Austin, shush.
I feel like we
Alright.
did.
We left that one behind.
I feel like that
alright?
happened.
We all acknowledged when it happened, and we all agreed. We all agreed.
It was
Can we
it was
move
hobgoblins, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
it
they
was
might have been some
Hobgoblin.
shit.
That's awesome.
Okay,
But yeah, what are you gonna cast?
Sorry.
I'm gonna do telekinetic projectile on the zombie that's standing in front of Luther because I can see that Luther is a little whiny person, and he's taking way too much damage.
Still got that doorknob.
Still got that doorknob. I'm planning on using it.
Tried and
Thorn's
true.
head. Come on, critical.
That 20 again, baby.
Let's
Okay. What?
Oh, I knew it, bro.
Oh man.
God spoke
I
to me.
swear
on
I'm
that
actually
one.
rolling. Oh man.
All right. Natural 20, and which one are you attacking?
The
Blue.
one that's standing right in front of Luther. Blue,
Okay.
blue zombie. And with telekinetic projectile, that means
Yeah, full damage and then double it.
Yeah. So 14, I guess.
14. All right. So yeah, you just smash into it and just like crush its skull, and it just crumples to the ground. It is 100% dead.
Say to Luther, I got you, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
Save that hand for me.
How many actions was that for Kirby? Was that is it 2
3.
to do telekinetic?
Yeah,
Okay.
2 for telekinetic.
Okay. So it is Elnat's turn.
There's 1 for grabbing the projectile and another for throwing it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So cool.
Elnat's gonna take a swing at Wennel. Does a 17 hit?
17 is a hit. Oh, actually no. He's got his shield up now.
Oh shit.
Plus 2
Oh,
to AC,
okay.
right?
It is not a hit.
Dang it. Thinking here. Give me.
They're also wrapped up in a Ren Fest. So there's a bit of debris in front of you as well.
Yeah. I was gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna move over here to help Luther get flanking, but then I'm like, oh wait, there's a giant hole there, so let's not do that.
That too. Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and try swinging again. I mean, I might as well. I'm gonna be trying to help out Luther. So this one's just gonna be a flat roll. Oh, that was a 19. Does a 19 hit?
A
With the
19
shield?
is a hit. Yes, with
It
the
will.
shield.
Nice.
Sweet. Okay. It is only 6 damage.
Okay, 6 points of damage on Winnel
Mm-hmm.
with slashing damage.
Yes, that is slashing damage.
Okay, it looks like that damage barely goes through.
Mm.
Yeah. I was kind of wondering about that. I don't really have anything for bludgeoning damage, so.
You just punch him in the face.
Mhm.
That always works.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially a skeleton.
And
Brendan, how are you making
Yeah.
these images of Karu?
I've got one more
Bradley.
attack. I've got one more attack, but since it's gonna be a minus, I'm gonna try and hit the red zombie.
Hell yeah,
Okay.
that's so smart.
Mm.
I like that.
This is at a -5, so I don't even know if I could potentially hit on this, but gonna try.
Natural 20 is always a hit.
I mean this was only an 11.
An 11 on the old
Red
Zombo
Yeah.
is a hit.
Oh, it is.
Let's go.
Cool.
See how I,
I don't
see
know
how I
how
totally
we haven't
played that
been
down there?
destroying these guys.
Oh, I rolled a 12 on the die, so which would equal 14 total.
14 slashing damage,
Yes.
which on this guy is 19 damage. That zombie
Oh.
is eviscerated.
Nice.
Let's go. Just like,
Just
I guess I can hit one more
completely
time
destroyed.
and just one-shot this guy.
That was all of your turn?
Yes, that was all 3 actions.
What the heck is... Oh, okay.
Karu is taking DMT.
Yeah, I was really confused. I could only see my vision and was like, what is this weird fucking Kipler
Oh yeah,
elf
just
thing at the
click
bottom?
anywhere, yeah, so you'd see the whole
Yeah.
thing at this point. What is this Kipler?
Brendan, I appreciate your efforts on my the manifestation of my
My
psychic
God, can we all
energy.
move our character around?
Yep.
How do you do that?
Yeah, why is this one?
Is it shift?
This one's weird, Brendan.
How do we?
Brendan, no.
What's
I don't know if I want to tell you that.
I'll just Google it if you don't tell me. So.
All right, double click on your character, so it brings up the edit
properties,
screen, and then go to layout. No, config. Like stay in the tab
Oh,
you're on, go down to
config.
the bottom, config, and just move it or drag it around in there.
Okay. Too much work.
All right.
I don't actually want to. Like, I don't need to mess with it, but I like that. My turn.
Yes.
Okay.
Still.
Easy. All right. All right. So Luther has some panache, and so he is going to go for
Panache.
panache, whatever. He's going to go for a confident finisher.
Ooh. What happens if you try a confident finisher and he isn't finished?
Oh no.
Doesn't matter. But
Lose confidence.
if I fail, I still do damage, which I feel like is important. But I lose my panache.
Okay.
Panache. Panache? Oh no, the music's over,
I
Brendan.
think
Restart
you lose
it.
panache every time you say it wrong. I think that's how that works.
I have to
Yeah,
wait till
actually,
Brendan restarts the
I've been giving you negative panache every time this happens.
Okay, that works too. It's a on and off type
Checking out
thing.
fireworks.
No, those
Bro,
are
it's July
gunshots.
20th.
Well, are the Royals playing?
Yeah, it could be.
Oof.
That'd be more
We
something
could-
that I would hear than you would hear.
I was just
I mean,
saying,
that's fair. I would hear it. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
you would definitely
literally
hear it.
5 minutes away.
Yeah.
Guys,
So
I don't
good.
know if you guys are plugged in, but the Royals are currently last.
Yeah, they
Sad.
are. I don't care about baseball
yeah,
at
they
all.
lost
I
to
don't
but
the
care
it's
Detroit
either.
hilarious.
It's
Tigers.
Sad.
They lost to the Detroit Tigers today, 3-0.
Dang.
All right. So I'm gonna go for this confident. Wait, actually, I guess I have to ask first. Is this guy immune to precision damage? I don't remember that.
Don't think it was listed.
You did
but-
tell me that. You did tell me what they were immune to, so I'm just it's a lack of
I gave
knowledge
you
on
some of the
us
stuff
part.
they're immune to.
Oh.
I gave you like, 2 halves of a part, like I can't give you a whole part.
Oh, that's fair.
If you gave me 2 halves, that's the whole thing.
No, 2 halves of a whole part. Okay, you're right. I don't think it says precision damage on it, so I'm gonna say
Okay.
it is not immune to precision damage.
Okay. In that case, let's just hope I hit. Come on, because it's so much
Viewers,
damage if I
please
hit.
write in and tell us if we're wrong, because otherwise we'll just never know.
Well, actually, hold on. Okay, so I can't do both of those at the same time. Alright, fuck my asshole. God damn it.
If you really want me to.
I rolled a 3. And I assume a 9 doesn't hit.
9.
Nine does
But
not
I kind of expected to not hit. Because he had his shield up. So that's why I did the confident finisher. So on a failure, I deal half the precise strike damage. And the precise strike damage is 2d6. So even though I failed, I still got over his shield just a little bit and deal 1d6 damage. Which means I shouldn't roll a d20. Means I should roll a d6.
Piercing?
No. Precision.
I know, but what kind of damage is it? It's piercing
Precision.
damage?
Precision is a
But,
type
like-
of damage.
It's not a type of damage.
Yeah, because I deal 1d6 plus 3 piercing and 2d6 precision on a hit.
Really?
I think we've talked about this, because one of the things that we fought before was immune to precision damage. It's 3 precision.
You increase the attack's listed damage using the same damage type. So it's still precision. It's still piercing.
Huh. Okay, I could have... Oh, maybe... Like, if you're immune to... Like, criticals, you might also be immune to the precision damage. Like, just maybe those... Like, the bonus damage effects. Like, you could be immune to precision, but that
I mean,
just
you can
means...
definitely be immune to precision damage. Like the slime was immune to precision damage. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm
He was
thinking.
immune to
was.
critical hits and precision damage. But
But
Yeah,
this
precision...
creature is not.
Okay.
But the precision
makes more
damage
sense.
is still typed the same as your weapon. Like if you're dealing precision damage with an axe or a spear, it's two different kinds of.
Okay. That makes sense then. That
Precision
makes more
damage means you're
sense.
hitting a
I was
specific spot.
confused. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I only do 3, which I assume means that I only do like half or something. So I do like a point of damage.
3 piercing damage on
Yeah.
this guy. Yeah, it does not go through.
Okay. In
Um.
that case, that's only one action. So,
Okay.
is it just one action to do a guarded step?
It's just one action to step.
But okay, but you know what I'm at? Like a guard. It's like a guarded step. One
Yep.
action. Okay.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do that, and so then I have one action left. Oi! Good luck with this guy. And I'm just gonna get the heck out of
Just
here.
gonna run.
Yeah.
He's bailing.
I've got 1
Okay.
HP, and no one has an easy way to heal me, considering I'm undead. So.
All right. Well, it's Wendell's turn, so obviously he's just gonna chase after
Hey,
you.
no
immediately.
fear.
Do it,
Respect it.
pussy.
All right. So I mean, shield helped him out that time. I think he blocked 2 attacks because of that shield.
Oh, wait, I am missing
not
chat.
a-
I'm so sorry.
not a
Six
bad
Semper T-Rex? Are you Austin Orr's dad? You're wrong. No, I'm Green Poodle. Or Padoodle. Hell of a conversation, guys.
Okay.
I don't care who you
I
are.
guess we're
Love you
we're
all.
Austin,
Or the
I'm
new
gonna
kids.
disappoint you here. I found a way to hurt everyone. So not just you, but everyone. So he is going
Great.
to cast the harm spell, but he's going to amplify it with all 3 of his actions, which causes it to burst out in a 30-foot emanation.
Even if I'm behind this wall?
Yeah, it's an
Yes.
emanation.
Wouldn't the harm
Emanation
spell heal Austin?
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh! Oh, there it is.
yep, sure would.
It would?
Nice.
Hey, good
so.
catch, dude.
It's negative energy damage. You're healed by negative energy damage.
You have the negative healing ability, which means you're harmed by positive and healed by negative.
Nope.
Nice.
He's still gonna do it. He doesn't know any better.
Thanks, Brendan.
So
Just a
That's actually awesome.
dumb Skelly.
so everybody in that area gets a basic fortitude save.
Do I?
Basic meaning.
I'm not
It's a
resisting it.
fortitude save.
22.
Basic means that it's subject to those rules that we've been
It'll
talking
be
about.
half.
Where
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
pass it, it's only half damage.
22 is a success.
18.
Fail.
18 is a success.
Oh, I thought you
9.
said- oh, I thought you said the DC was 22. Sorry.
9 is a fail.
Yeah.
So you will
Yeah.
take full damage from it. So Karu takes 7 points of damage. The other 2 take 3 points of damage.
And I heal.
And you are healed 7 points of health.
Dude, that is like back in the fight type damage.
So yeah, so he's just like, no, 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 and just like a burst of energy like radiates out from him and crackles and sparks.
Right
against
after I
all
run
the
around the
walls.
corner, I imagine like I peek my head around the corner and go, "Oi, thank you."
It will be Karu's turn now,
Like the cuts on my face are like healed up or whatever.
or which Karu? We don't know.
Exactly.
Which way?
Can
way?
you figure out some way to add
We
an
don't know.
animation? I want to see those twirling around him, please.
Yeah,
What?
watch it. Look at it real fast.
Why are they twirling in such a horrible way?
Oh, okay.
You grab
So
one.
it's easier, I guess.
You grab one. All right.
Not my fault if you can't handle it.
I think this is like taking drugs. Uh-oh. One of them's going crazy.
Okay. That was fun. It is Karu's turn then.
Okay. I'm gonna fling one of the down zombies at Wennel.
Okay.
I'm just gonna fucking.
Just- Okay.
It reanimates and just flings itself at its previous master.
Okay.
And to roll to hit, that'll be a 17 to hit.
17 without raising a shield is a hit.
All right. Thank you for not raising your shield.
Probably also worth noting though that Winnell is also undead.
Yes.
Or did he heal himself with that? Oh, cheeky bastard.
Yep.
You mean it doesn't emanate from the four corners and avoid him?
Yeah. I probably should make sure that emanation is.
Okay, that's gonna be 7 points of bludgeoning damage from this body being flung at his body.
Hot.
I imagine since we ripped it up a bit with all the ripping and tearing, it
There's
just
at least a
kind of splatters on him.
5 pound chunk somewhere you could throw, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
How much did you say?
7 points of bludgeoning.
7 points. Okay. And that all goes through. So you smash into him with this bodies. So there's just bones and bits of flesh and stuff. You chunks of it you throw at his head, and just goom, 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 goom. He's just hitting him over and over again. And he's just like, I do not deserve the peace of death. There is no forgiveness for those who have done what I have done. Is that Karu's full turn? You got one
I
action
guess-
left, right?
I guess, yeah, I still have an action left. What do I want to do with it, though?
Fun fact, emanations, you get to choose whether or not you are in the emanation.
Too late.
Oh.
I took the hand off the dice, assumed that he wasn't
yeah,
in it.
I am a chess piece.
No healing.
I already healed him, so y'all are fucked.
Well,
I'm doing great now.
It's okay. Karu did 7 points of damage right back, so good enough.
hey, yeah. Yeah, in that case, I'm just gonna move up next to Luther and make sure that he is all right.
Sounds
Just kind of
alright.
do all right, just in
It's
case.
Kirby's turn. Go, Kirby-mon.
With his latest outburst, I would like to, try to perceive either through knowledge of occult or, arcana or whatever it
You
would
have religion?
be. Yeah, a religion, whether or not he is cursed.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, you can roll knowledge religion if you want.
Has he got the curse? Is he the one with the cursed set of armor? Or is this not even the last fight and Brennan was...
Or if he
Tragically wrong.
resembles my kick-ass drawing from earlier, I'd like to be able to determine that too.
Okay.
It is a 13.
Ooh.
Okay. Not great. So I don't think you really learned anything else about Winnell or his abilities. But you do, your drawing was of a man in armor who was flailing about with his right side. Like, it looked like he couldn't quite use his right side, and he has not used his Morning Star to attack once. He's been dragging it along the ground, everywhere with him. He's been attacking with his shield in his left hand.
So I put
You
two
learn
and two together.
nothing, but at the same time, notice everything.
And did we learn that his name was Winnell? Did he make that clear at some point, or is that just
No, I don't think so. I think that's just on the token. You guys haven't pieced that bit together.
Okay. I would like to say, does your name start with a W? And then cast Aqueous Blast one more time.
Okay.
So
Does your name
Actually-
start with a W? For
And then-
water?
yeah. And that is a solid 7 on the attack.
It's a
It was
hit.
not a
7?
1.
Okay.
It was a 2.
Alright. 7 is going to be a fail.
It's actually a hit. He's
This is
weak
touch
to
AC.
water.
So you splash some water harmlessly up against him, and he gets wet, and he says, Winnell doesn't like it cold.
There we go. Now we've been introduced. That was good.
All right.
I say, hey everyone, remember those notes? It was signed W. I think this is the guy.
Oh.
Bueno.
Have you been a frog this whole time?
What? What, Luther?
Luther
Okay.
just found a pair of glasses and put them on. It's like he could actually see for the first time. Holy
Okay.
shit, are you a frog?
Is that all Kirby's turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay. So does Elnat's turn.
Okay.
Talking about Justin.
Yeah, I mean, might as well. Swinging with
We
the
know his
gray
name
bag.
now.
Just want to make sure. Yeah, I can't do anything that has tens. Okay. That should hit. 23 to hit.
I fucking hope so.
23 is definitely hit. Yep.
If it doesn't, we're all fucked.
Got
I
another
swear, I
max
just-
on the dice, so it would be 14 slashing.
Okay. 14 slashing damage. All right.
Mm-hmm.
That is no joke. Obviously, some of that doesn't go through,
Yep.
but a lot of it does. So he is looking quite weak now. You just strike out, and yes, he's just like, yes, yes, I long for the abyss. Put me out of my misery.
Dude, that's weak. Come on. Don't just
What?
fucking. That's rude. We've been fighting you this whole time.
What is he saying about me?
And now that you're about to
I
die,
know
you're
he's
like,
talking
oh,
about
I want
me."
it. I'll do it.
Loser!
Douche.
Just, why are they saying such mean things?
You're a clown.
Whittle
I'm
doesn't-
a creep.
You're nothing but a fool.
Has it?
He's
Have,
got the
have
it
we
ability where he gets weaker when we make fun
have
of
we
him.
determined if, or has it been stated, if moving through a threatened square provokes, or is it just leaving?
I think if you're
Moving.
leaving a threatened square into another square, then that is like you're leaving a square that is threatened.
Oh, did
Okay.
this guy has a attack of opportunity?
Yeah, he used it
does,
on me
yeah.
once.
Nice. Wait,
Because
Can
I
I-
was gonna say I was gonna try to move over to.
Of course, you can 5-foot step.
Yeah, you can do like
Well,
a guard,
I-
a quote
I
unquote
was-
guarded step.
I was wanting to go to here and try to push, but I can't. I would have to do 2 of those.
2 guards.
Yeah.
Raxnar the Destroyer. What the?
What's that?
oh, you mean the raddest man in the galaxy?
Yeah,
Oh, is that one of your old Starfinder characters?
that is. Yeah, that's Justin's last character.
One and only.
Okay, the little arrow was
Those.
showing up, and I was like,
Oh
"What is
yeah,
that?"
that's it's because that's what my name is on. I
Wow,
think,
does
here.
mine say
Yeah.
Idris? No, it's
No,
just
yours
Austin.
says Austin. I don't know how to change.
It just depends on how.
See.
When you log in, it's whatever you signed in as.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Well, since I can't really do that, I'm gonna try to take another swing at him.
Okay.
I'll see if I can get. I don't think a 2 is gonna hit. All right.
No.
I guess this would be a 7. So yeah, that won't hit.
No, that's a failure.
Gonna go ahead and take another one. No. Another 7. I rolled a 10, so minus 5 and then a 2. So.
No, not today. It is back to Luther's turn now.
All right, Luther's got a renewed sense of purpose. So he's gonna move through this high figure and get to
Like how
here,
fixated you are on that. Go ahead.
and then is going to he's gonna attempt to boast against this guy or taunt him.
Okay.
And go, oi! You really are just skin and bones, aren't you? Wait, scratch that. You're just bones. And I'm going to attempt
Bro, fucking
to,
psychic damage right there.
yeah, I'm gonna demoralize
right to
him.
the
Kirby-
dome piece.
Kirby lets out a loud croak, and it sounds like. "Grrr."
Okay, so an intimidate check against its will DC.
Okay.
That's probably gonna be immune to will-based things.
It's a
Okay.
skeleton.
Come on, man. God fucking damn it. Everyone, it's an 11. I assume that does not pass.
Does not.
And I maybe don't necessarily know that because I would do that and then just go for a hit. So
Okay.
he's going to attempt to strike with the sword cane. Excuse me, and he is going to roll a. Ooh, I don't know. That's close. That's a tweener. An 18 to hit.
18 is a hit.
Nice.
Unfortunately, it just does piercing damage, so I don't think hardly anything's going to happen here. We'll see.
I thought piercing did, but slashing didn't. But I could be wrong.
He's just bones.
I rolled a 1. So that
Ooh.
means 4 points of piercing.
Okay. That does not go through.
Damn.
But it will be his turn again.
Yeah, I figured. Go ahead. Go ahead. Emanate again.
Let's see. I mean, it's not a... Yeah. It's not a good plan against you. I mean, it does obviously harm everyone else in the room, but...
Yeah, go ahead. And I can
not
only do
great.
precision damage, or piercing damage, so...
Yeah, so you two are designed to never be able to kill each other.
Yeah.
They are trapped in an endless struggle.
He's just got, like, DR, though, right? Like, there is an amount that I can hit that would affect
Yeah.
him?
No, for
Okay.
sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I think he's just gonna keep going. He's gonna swing his shield. He's gonna attempt to bash Elnat again. It's gonna be a failure. Only a 9 on the die.
Okay.
I mean a 9 total rather.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So swings at you, doesn't succeed, and he's going to try and lift the Morning Star and use it to hit Luther. And it's just like he's barely able to get it up, and then it just falls towards you, kind of like his whole body leans. And the
Okay.
swing. That does a 17 hit you?
Oh, wait, actually, no. I'm using my nimble dodge against him.
Okay.
So I'm able to kind of sidestep out of the way.
Alright. It would have been 6
Dang.
points of bludgeoning
Yeah,
damage.
that would have sucked.
God, I was Austin. You
17
shouldn't have
is
done
my
that.
AC, so...
You shouldn't have done that because I could have used a feat or a reaction I have.
Gotta be quicker than that, Justin. I gotta survive out here. This guy's
But
trying
so
to kill
he
me.
swings at you and it smashes into the floor at your feet, and you see like a hole like where he like drags it back. There's like a hole there that now leads on the second floor, and you think you catch a glimpse of a person in the basement.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But then he raises his shield again and says, "You'll never destroy me. I was cursed to live like this." And it is Karu's turn.
Right as he's done uttering those fleeting words, Karu flicks a
Promptly
rock
destroys him.
through his skull.
Okay.
With a... Ooh, alright, I can work with that. 23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And I'm going to be amping this one so that it... Actually, no, I don't need to amp it. But it will still do 6 points of bludgeoning damage. The dome piece.
All right, 6 points of bludgeoning damage. So you launch it at him, and it hits him in the face and gets stuck in his eye socket. And you see the light fade from his other eye that you can still see, and he just kind of like drops his equipment and then falls to the ground. And then you see like this like kind of like air effects, like all of the air in the room kind of gets pulled towards him for a second, and then he goes. "Ugh!" and just like yells and just screams, and then this life leaves his body, and he's just nothing but bones.
Nice.
I stabbed the bones.
And he goes,
Twice.
"Damn it!"
I collect his soul in a jar and seal
Okay.
it tight.
I collected it in a soul gem. After I killed him, I had a soul gem on my,
Okay.
on my sword.
I'll roll it for my mason jar. See if it's quicker.
No, great. It's a greater soul gem, sorry. D20. Who
Alright.
gets it?
So
got
so
an
you
8.
have defeated Winnel.
Ooh, nat 20.
Yeah, okay.
So once I guess I'm gonna do like quick perception just to make sure I don't hear any other
The music's still
things.
happening.
But I would like to administer final rites upon Wennel because he did seem to be, struggling with his
Something.
yeah, he was struggling with the sins of something. So
All these.
so yeah, Elnat's gonna want to help that, and in doing so, he will also do it like doing the 10 minutes of what is it, reflection,
Yeah. Yeah.
restoration to get his focus point back.
Haru will be doing the same. He takes a knee right after he chucks that stone.
Luther
Like,
knows nothing
right
can
as
help
it's
him.
happening, he just sits there and breathes.
He goes, oh, when that fucking morning star missed me nearly, I think I glimpsed someone on the floor below us. I'm gonna go check. Kirby, with me.
Elnat will offer his rope and grappling hook to help them
Thank you.
get down there.
Grapple on, or kind of lock it on the edge, and me and Kirby go down. Or I asked Kirby to come down below with me.
I choose to go down with him, but on the way, I would like to take the hand of Wennel because I know his name, and sign my community service sheet. And I turn to Elnat and say, I think that guy was cursed.
Maybe.
Can I roll maybe Arcana or Religion to see if he was in fact cursed?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Do you have religion?
Religion is one of my best things.
Yeah. Go for it.
Nat 20 for a total of 25.
Okay. I would say. So you would know from your experience as someone who is familiar with the divine arts, that sometimes if a spirit dies with unfinished, or if a person dies with unfinished business, they can be trapped in their body and raised as an undead.
Noon raid.
And so it seems like there was something that he was doing in life, and then when he died, the circumstances of his death were bad enough that he was brought back
Unsatisfying.
as an undead, and that will often corrupt what your original purpose was.
So maybe his original purpose was to help.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
maybe
The
he was trying
slaves,
to
and
help
now he
guide
thinks
these
that-
slaves to freedom, and then he thought that they were still trapped, and he was trying to free them again by killing them.
That's fucked. That's some criminal mind shit right there.
Mhm.
What's it called? There's a name for that when nurses kill people. Like it's called an angel of
Angel of Death.
Angel of Death.
angel of death. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. When nurses
Yep.
kill people because they think they're better off dead. Crazy.
Yeah.
So we just met a angel of death skeleton.
All right, and so yeah, you and Kirby, Luther and
Go
Kirby
downstairs,
look
is
down, like just look
Pathfinder?
down, and like there's an elven woman, and she's like, I could use some help. I've broken my leg. My name is Nelfurine Zor.
I throw
she,
her a thing of soap, and I say, "Oi, wash yourself off, and then we'll come and get you."
Or else it gets the hose again.
And I throw my water skin too. I have a water skin and
Yeah,
soap.
telekinetic projectile, just a cup of water at her face.
I go, if you clean off, we'll be down in just a minute. We're gonna loot these bodies as if this is a long-term campaign, and their loot matters.
Upon hearing that, Elnat will say that he will help heal her whenever he is able to. So, finishing the last rites, getting that spell slot, and he can use lay on hands to help her and heal the broken leg.
Kirby recalls that Nelfarine was from that list of people that, Wennel was trying to help, and is the missing Pathfinder.
Yes,
Right? Yeah.
I am in fact a Pathfinder.
Wow.
The frog is right.
Vector Captain Ambrose is looking for you.
Oh, he's a gruff man, but he's a real sweetheart. He is.
If we help you, will you sign my community service sheet?
Oh yes, I'll tell Captain Ambrose exactly how helpful you were.
Wait a minute. Did you call him Ambrose?
Ambrose
It's the
Felsin?
accent.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't
What,
know.
is that a fucking elf down there? Oh man! And he pulls out his sword, and then the adventure ends. Oh, is that a fucking elf? No, I'd play it.
I'll jump down to her, hop down to her with my
You
frog.
grab the rope and just like fly down.
Mm-hmm.
That was incredible. Can you do that all the time?
Yeah. In fact, it's come up like 3 or 4 times in this campaign.
Which is really surprising.
I know.
But yeah, so I mean, she's very appreciative if you're able to give her a rope and kind of help her climb back up to the next floor. You guys have completed this scenario, which is the Rose Street Killer, by discovering that the former cleric of what was the deity?
Wow.
Manulin or something like that?
It was Milwaukee or
Yeah, Milani.
Milani.
Milani,
Yep,
yeah.
that was close.
Former cleric of Milani has died and been cursed, brought back to life, and then been forced to slowly watch as he murders all of the slaves that he once freed.
It's fine.
Wow.
Wow.
Pretty sad.
There are some things that you can do to make that final combat easier. And you guys almost thought about doing a couple of them. Like, you can pull out Winnell's journal and start reciting the name of the former slaves to get a bonus on your demoralized checks to demoralize Winnell. And so, like, you can just keep doing that, and then he'll get, like, stupefied and stunned, which means, like, he won't take actions on certain rounds. You can also bring up his holy symbol of Milani to remind him of his former faith, which will stupefy him for an entire minute.
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
I was thinking about flinging that at him.
I did say,
With,
I was like, I wonder if that would
so-
affect him, but I never really.
Yeah,
talked to him.
yeah, he's been cursed basically by Urgathoa, brought back to life as a cleric of Urgathoa. But yeah, if you bring his holy symbol of Milani up, it will stupefy him for 1 minute unless he succeeds on a DC 13 will save. So there is a chance that he pretty easily succeeds on that. But you can also do, if you know that his right side has been damaged, if you've gained that clue throughout this adventure, that includes his hand wielding his Morning Star. So an athletics attempt to disarm his Morning Star is automatically treated as a critical success, and he loses the Morning Star, and it goes.
I was gonna disarm next turn because I realized I
Yeah.
couldn't do any damage. That's all I could do. I started looking at all the other actions.
Mhm.
I was like, I bet I could disarm that Morning Star pretty easily. So
Yeah.
that was
So you
literally my
disarm
plan.
him, and you get the Morning Star, and the Morning Star does.
Bludgeoning. Which
It's
goes
flexible
all the way
damage.
through.
It does bludgeoning or piercing, so it will go right through his.
Yep, that was.
His
I wish I had that
Other
mentality
than,
earlier, but yeah.
Other than like the clues that we got from like looking at him, were there additional clues about that his side was injured, other than him just
Did we
dragging the Morning Star?
No, so like you guys got, you heard from someone else that the creature that was attacking people was like acting weird and wasn't using its
That's
right side.
right.
Was like being like, so that was the only time. So that's just if you'd caught that
Reaffirming,
clue and then
yeah.
carried it all the way through here and then saw him and like saw that he was in armor and he was undead. Like it's like you're also the weapon that was in the mansion that had hit him was a club. Like there was a piece of bone sticking out of the club that had hit him. So that was a sign that you can use bludgeoning damage on him to actually damage him because the bludgeoning had damaged him before.
Gotcha.
So there's just like a couple of things. There's just like little subtle things, but no, like you guys did really good for most of that stuff. There's actually nothing that says that you have to approach the house from any one angle. But if you come in through this side door, all of the ground outside the side door is a mud trap because it's basically quicksand. It's like wet mud, and so if you walk into it without knowing it, you actually sink down to your waist, and the next round you sink down to your neck, and then if you're unable to get out, you drown like on the third round. Like you just you're like
Is
under
that
the mud.
one
on your third
skeleton
round.
always there? Does it like attack you while you're in the sand?
The skeleton is hiding underneath the stairs and crawls out to attack anyone that's fallen into the mud. So you guys have to deal with it while people are potentially stuck in the mud and potentially sinking to their death and
Is
stuff
it a
like that.
dex save or something to get out?
It's yeah, so it's so
Reflex
sucking
save.
mud Yeah. So when you're pulled down up to you're pulled down up to your waist, and then
Alright.
on each turn you can attempt an athletics check DC 15 to raise itself up 5 feet or move 5 feet in a different direction to try and get out of the zone.
Gotcha.
But you like just keep sinking. On a critical failure, the creature is pulled down an additional step. So like if you're already sinking and then you critically fail that athletics check, just boom, like you're underneath. And drowning works differently in Pathfinder Second Edition. So in Pathfinder and in D&D, you get a number of rounds equal to twice your Constitution score. So if you have 14 Constitution, you have 28 rounds. So you can hold your breath for a really long time.
Yeah.
In Pathfinder Second Edition,
It's like
it's-
6 seconds
it's
at a time.
actions. So you get actions equal to I think just your Constitution score. So like if you only have a 10 Constitution and you get pulled under, you have 10 actions and then you drown. So you automatically lose 3 actions on every turn. And if you do things that are harder than normal, like trying an athletics check or an attack or something like that, you lose twice as many actions that round. So you just burn through it like crazy. Like if you're like fighting underwater
You
and
get like
stuff,
2 or
like you
3
can't
rounds
breathe.
and then it's done.
Yeah, it's just like and then you just suffocate and die.
That's nuts.
Dang.
I think
Wow.
the first round that you're out of actions, you're unconscious, and then the next round you die.
Okay, so yeah, we came in from the north.
But so yeah, you came. So there's sucking mud on that side, and if you came in from the south, there's like a porch out here. You come in under the porch, and this door is stuck shut. So then, if you try to open the door, you have to make a strength check to open it, basically. But if you open it, you pull the whole porch down on top of you. So everybody that's standing on the porch takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage.
So we picked like the only side that didn't have something horrible happening.
Yeah, so you pick that side, and if any of those other things happen, then Winnell hears you coming, and he can start casting prep spells on himself before the combat starts, so he can like make himself stronger and like give himself
Yeah.
more hit points and things like that.
Austin, the thing that I was wanting, it's a reaction when an enemy damages your ally. And as long as they're both within 15 feet of me, then the foe hesitates under the weight of sin as visions of redemption play in their mind's eye, and the foe can
Sure,
choose one of the
relevant.
following options. Either the ally is unharmed by the triggering damage, or the ally gains resistance to all damage against the triggering damage equal to 2 plus my level.
Damn, and you can that's a
So-
reaction, so you can do that literally every turn?
Yeah.
Whew, that's pretty good.
And
Oh, and the enemy on the second one, whenever they get the resistance, the damaging effect is applied. It's applied, and the enemy becomes enfeebled, level 2 until the end of its next turn. So that's why I was really wanting to use it. I was like, this is fucking cool.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
cool. Cool. Good
That was
shit.
cool.
The Rose Street Killer.
Yep, you guys discovered the Rose Street Killer. So you guys go back to Venture Captain Amber's Falseem, get you some classic kudos and some Pathfinder silver. He will mark off Kirby's community service as completed and say, "You're free to go, Frog. But know that you've served the Pathfinders well. And if more comes across my plate, I will be the first to conscript you again."
So this is probably the end of these characters. What do you think? What happens to them? What's the
This
rest
is
of their
not the
lives
end.
look like?
This is
lesson.
not the end of Elnat. I want to continue playing with Elnat.
Okay. I think Luther leaves, goes back to his life of bounty hunting and vampire killing. Maybe occasionally runs into other groups of Pathfinders, like other groups of heroes. You could almost say like he occasionally joins groups of superheroes that helps out when needed. But yeah, I think he lives a long, long life with many vampire hijinks.
I was gonna say I think he walks back to the gate at the edge of the district as they're closing it for the night, and he just says, "I don't know, some motherfucker's always trying to ice skate uphill."
Yeah. As he looks at the big gap from the earthquake. Except for he would go, oi! Yeah, some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill, you know that?
Hey, some motherfuckers.
Isn't it?
Isn't it?
Isn't it? Good stuff. Well, I'm gonna end the
Man, that's
recording
good.
there.
That's some good images of Kaoru I got to make in the middle of that fight.
That was good.
Hell
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Kaoru's fucking, he's roaming the countryside trying to find any signs of, you know, he's basically like an extraplanar witcher. He just like hunts that sort of like energy and tries to find like any sort of threat to humanity and society as he can. Because he has this whole like dark past where he lost everything. So
Something strange in the
mhm.
neighborhood.
Kaoru's a
What are you
Witcher
gonna call
Ghostbuster.
Kaoru. Oh, I love it.
Cool. What is the end? I haven't ended the stream yet. Actually, I guess I was gonna cut prematurely there. What's the end of Kirby look like?
I'd like to say that Kirby goes back to the mean streets of Absalom, playing his pan flute, and likes to tell stories of the time that he served with the Pathfinders. And occasionally, Venture Captain Absalom just sends him a letter with a giant A on it with a circle around it, calling him when he needs him.
Mm-hmm.
Ambrose, Venture Captain Ambrose.
Yeah,
Ambrose Felsi.
Valsine.
But he's like you said, it's got an A. You know, it's probably got like a mark through it or something, like some kind of stylized A that he sends out to everybody that he needs when he needs them.
Yeah. He calls it
Adventurers Gathering.
Oh man, good stuff.
Good stuff.
Thank you, stream. Outro.
What?
Oh, he's right there!
Oh,
I got a
he's
photo,
here, he's
I got
here,
a
he's
photo.
here. Crucifix, crucifix, fuck off. Fuck off, get out of here.
Ah! Got a picture of it! I got it! Fuck ass!
Oh my god!
Holy
Joseph White does not like Smash Mouth.
Spawning downstairs. Oh, there she is! Oh, I'm dead! Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead.
Him over local comms, and he's like, "What is that thing?" And then get cut off.
Nice. Nice.
my ears.
Fucking got him.
They're bleeding.
Is that good?
On truce for a moment. just gotta clear my throat. Hold on.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
You could play that song again. Which one, man? The one that goes.
Oh my god, that's a fucking amazing. Oh my god.
This nigga with this SPR, who do you think you are, my nigga?
Oh, you lost. Feels bad, man.
Shut your bitch ass up. That's a L. Like, this nigga is spam flash, bro. Shut your bitch ass up.
Big L, bro.
I literally follow y'all every time I see y'all. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Your granny's dead.
Those Shadow Carja scum are going to pay for what they did to Ursa.
That was Geralt.